Let's make sure this is live on Mixer.
Mobile game is still spelled wrong.
Right. Yep, we're good.
All right. Welcome in, everybody, to show number 6 of the Press What to Join podcast. We are a weekly show that talks gaming, gaming news, and security updates from around the web. Today, we got a great show for you, so thank you all for tuning in. We're going to be touching on a number of different games today, from Animal Crossing, Doom, maybe some Bleeding Edge, Half-Life, the Nintendo Mini Direct. So a lot of different topics for you as we settle in today. We know a lot's been going on in the world, so just want to take a moment also to thank you guys, right? Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Feel free to catch us at Press What to Join on Twitter, on our Facebooks, Instagram. We also are very active in the GMD Geek Gamer Discord as well, so feel free to jump in. Feed us comments about the show, things you'd like to see, and as always, thank you very much for being here today. On today's show, right, my name is Autonomy. I'm going to introduce our crew. We have GMD Geek.
What's going on, everybody? Excuse the raspy voice. I managed to get sick again. No, I am not infected with the human malware. I'm just sick.
Right. We got Unforsaken Jay.
How's it going?
We got Angle of Death.
What's up?
And we got Hurt Locker.
Yeah, yeet.
All right, guys. How's the week been?
Pretty
Adventurous.
solid on my end. How about you, man?
Been good. I'm excited for the
whole-
weekend coming up, though. A little bit of gaming in order.
I've been doing my gaming all week with the lockdown. There,
There's nothing else to do. I mean, I
I'm the
work
same
from
time
home.
for me.
I work from home, and then as soon as it's over, you know, my kids are doing their thing,
Yeah.
and my son's doing the work from school. But his sleep schedule is so messed up. He sleeps till like 11 or noon with his mom and his sister, and so they do homework until like 6 or 7. And by that time, I'm like, all right. And then
Listen, you want to talk about sleep schedule? I've been waking up at 12:45 every day and going to bed at like 3:30 a.m. It is terrible.
See,
Brutal.
I'm still on that work every day from 06 to like
Yep.
17 to 1800. So,
I feel you. That's
yeah,
me
dude.
right
So
there.
tomorrow's like my first day off in a hot second because nobody in my business cares that the whole world is going out of its mind.
you're essential or you're not essential?
I am essential. I
You're
am
essential.
the most essential.
You have to
We
drive
agree. You're essential. You're essential, Hurt.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You just tell
So,
'em not
right,
to make
lots
'em
of
feel
gaming
better.
this week.
I am.
Here at GMD Geek.
I'm
You're
curious.
doing a little bit of Doom Eternal.
Yeah, but I'm curious how everyone's internet is treating them. I really am very curious to know, for those that have joined us, what their internet's doing to them. Basically, because what Verizon came out and stated, and then AT&T came out and followed up with was, Verizon stated on their network they saw over a 75% increase in gaming network activity that was causing them to start throttling across the board, and AT&T came out and basically said similar things. So it's really interesting. I haven't really noticed it so much at my house, but I did notice it like on Jay's stream when we were doing Phantasy Star Online 2, and I think Engel was struggling with it a little bit earlier.
Earlier, yes, but the weird thing is I live in a very metro area and I haven't noticed much difference. So I'm kind of surprised, actually, more than anything.
If only
Maybe
I
it's-
knew what a metro area actually looked like.
You live out in the sticks, my dude.
Maybe it's because
So-
I have like a Cat9 cable going to my computer and I super stole all the internet in my house. I don't know.
Yeah, I have it set up so if my bandwidth at my house starts to get slow, I can hit a little script and it dumps everybody else.
It just gives it to you.
Yeah, it resets them, and they don't. It doesn't happen that often, but if it does, it's just hey, it is what it
You
is.
just gave up your secrets at your family, right?
This is Dad's.
I think my
internet now. You
my
can go
wife
play
knows.
with sticks.
My wife knows, so it's fine.
Just give him the goal. You need to go play outside, and then just go back in game.
Okay, I'm gonna have to apologize. I still have a quesadilla that I'm still kind of snacking on, so I will back away so you guys
No
don't
munching in
enjoy.
the mic.
Yeah,
so-
nom, 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 but
This isn't ASMR mukbangs.
yes, you're your boy is hungry. Okay? I had a long day, so
Killer, your job site isn't essential, but your job is. Does that mean you're going in and you're not doing anything? Is that what's going on?
basically,
Hey,
That's
how is
what
that
it
a
kinda
problem though?
sounds
You
like,
got to think
but-
about the benefits of that. You're getting paid to do nothing.
Paid to sit around? Do you have to stand or do you get to sit?
He gets to lay up in rafters, is what he gets to do.
Oh man.
And Spark, congrats, buddy. Big time congrats.
Oh yeah, yeah, big time, dude.
Yeah.
He has a little toddler, little newborn baby at his house.
Welcome
Healthy
to the newest little
and
person.
happy. Yep, so congrats, my friend. Hey, Spider. And
Yeah,
Country.
you
So
on
he
that
says,
one, guys.
Killer says he has to work.
Killer has to work. You gotta
Pour
go
one
to-
out for you,
I'm
buddy.
sorry, man. I've been saving a ton of money on gas, not having to drive into work. I ain't gonna lie. I like
See,
it.
my company pays for my. I have a company vehicle and company credit card for gas, so it's a non-factor for me.
What about the time too,
Hi,
though,
Simple
right? Like,
Setting. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, no. I got a big truck. I'm glad I don't have to drive in. Plus, it's
I
a
have,
40.
I have a sports car. I'm glad I don't have to drive either. It just
Yeah.
I've
doesn't
got a
work
big
for me.
truck, so I mean, it is
Yeah.
what it is.
So, yeah, no. For those that are just joining us for the first time, we get together every week and we talk about games that we've tried out, trending news topics and everything. So we try not to focus on one specific genre, and we mess it around. So in our Discord or here, if people have games that they've tried out they want to talk about, let us know. If they want games that we can go try out to discuss the next time, they can let us know as well. I did a few games this week, and I covered the gambit. And it's really, really unique because I went from Doom Eternal to Animal Crossing. Yes, I was the meme. Or as a guy at work, calls them the memes, by the way. I don't understand. Memes.
Oh, God.
It drives me nuts.
Oh, no.
At least it's not memes.
And then I did Doom Eternal. I'm sorry, Simple.
Oh, whoa, hey, but no, like honestly, thank you for what you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, massive props to you because I could not,
Yeah.
under no circumstances.
Yeah.
So
So
props.
I did Doom Eternal, went to Animal Crossing, completely different, and then they brought out the demo for Trials of Mana, which is a sequel to Secret of Mana from when I was a little kid. So I did all three of those this week.
What's up, Peaks?
And then a bunch of Phantasy Star Online too. But Doom Eternal, I was really, really happy with.
Fantasy Star Addicts.
Yeah.
Hey, look, just a
I
little
still
bit.
want to get it
I'm
so
so
bad.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun. It's free to play, man. Free to download.
Angle.
I want to come. I want to get it
I've
so
got
bad.
like 75 to 80
What's
hours
up,
in so
Peaks?
far, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's got me. Well, you've got me beat by like a couple hours. I did the Doom Eternal. A couple of the guys here watched me stream it. It was painful to watch. I did go back and finish it.
You made that jump though. You made
Yeah,
that jump
I made the
first
jump.
go. Then you
Here's the
died
thing.
the second, third, and fourth.
I changed. I remapped my keyboard because of the finger shot. I had to remap the keys, so I did that and went back, and it took me about start to finish 4 hours to play. Okay,
Not bad.
there's guys doing
Gotta get
speed
those
runs
numbers
at about
down.
3, which there's one guy I think he did it in just over 2.5. It was crazy. But Hurt watched me jump, which was cool. Killer was luckily watching and telling me when I got stuck, do this, turn around, do this. And then this is before he bought the game. Then he went out, and I believe he bought the game, and he played it. But it was fun. I liked that it stayed true. It felt more true to what the original Doom was from when.
Then the 16 release.
Yeah, 16. I don't count 16. I'm referring to when I was Engel's age.
I was gonna say you're like our
So-
10-year Doom player. So.
Yeah, so
No,
it
more
was
like
it was
20
really
year
cool.
Doom
It
player.
was definitely a throwback to then, and
The veteran Doom
yeah,
player.
it was.
Yeah,
it
there
was,
we go.
it
There
was
we go.
really really pretty
Did
cool.
you say you played 4 hours of it so
Uh-huh.
far this week, or it took 4 hours to beat?
Took 4 hours to beat. So I did my first stream, which I think was like an hour and a half or two. I didn't stream the second one. I probably should have, but yeah, well, I own Doom Eternal, but I'm currently playing through Doom 2000. I don't understand how you like 2016.
Yeah, no, that one's so.
You need to explain that, Killer. One
Explain
thing I
yourself.
will say about Doom, it holds very true to the gore and the splatter and everything else.
So don't play it in front of your kids.
Yeah, so I had to wait till later at night, and I just didn't feel like streaming. So
The best time to play Doom and Resident
Is at
Evil.
night.
Late
Is
at
at
night.
night.
yeah,
Lights
It's the only
off.
time you have to
Terrifying.
play it.
yeah. So the controls are really fluent. It does not. The graphics are really pretty decent. I ran it full res, and it didn't have any problems whatsoever. and it didn't actually stress the system, which was really unique. How they built that.
So it's like really
didn't.
well optimized and
Yeah.
it's not non-GPU intensive and stuff.
Yeah, because I was watching it because I've got the new rig. I wanted to see how the new rig is and benchmarking it out. Yeah, it's not something I would use. Doom Eternal is not something I would use to stress test my box. Let's put it that way. It won't be something to do that. But it was fun. It's a quick play campaign. I'm not gonna lie. I watched a couple of walkthrough videos and some stuff to spoil it a little bit. But if I was to go back and do it full, pick up all the stuff and the nuances and the clues and everything else, or the secrets that they call them and everything, and the throwbacks to nostalgia ages, it'd probably take closer to 6 to 8, maybe. But
To get like a full experience.
I know there's a multiplayer element too. Dip your toe into that, or not your cup of tea for the Doom style?
I haven't done the multiplayer yet. I'm waiting for other people.
Have you seen this guy play multiplayer?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, right? There's different mechanics. It's my impressions of it. Like, and I haven't played it, but it just kind of looked in. It's one of those like monster versus like monster hunter type environments, right? Where there is a monster and multiple hunters are coming at it. It almost reminded me of Evolve if you played that for any period of time.
Yeah.
In a sense, in the setup of it. Maybe obviously the gameplay itself is different.
It's kind of like many Doom guys versus many demons.
Yeah. Like I noticed it was optimized for 1080. I had to go into the game after it loaded, and then set it to 1440 to get it to go through.
Really?
But other than that, once I had that set up, I had no issues. Once or twice I had like a glitch, but it turned out that was Steam, because as soon as I shut Steam down, there was an update for it. I had to restart Steam. So
Steam's on its usual stuff, glitching all the time.
Yeah, dude.
But I did enjoy it. Not for kids. Definitely not for kids.
Well, it depends on the kid. No, I'm playing.
Teenagers maybe, not for 5 and 7.
So, Angle, you're okay to play it. Sorry, I had to.
Wow.
Wow.
Love you, buddy.
Just takes a sip of his drink.
Yeah.
We'll just not comment on that mustache,
Boy.
He ain't got no room to talk about facial hair down there.
It's the facial hair in here that counts, all right?
Yeah.
He ain't got none there either.
I'm Gandalf on the inside.
Right, Gandalf.
Hey, well, when you grow Gandalf's beard, then we'll talk.
Yeah, but you're not gray, so you're Gimli, dude. You're built like him anyways.
Wait, excuse me. I'm pretty sure I'm a good 5 inches taller than you.
I was talking to Jay.
Talking to Jay.
Wow.
You don't got no facial hair to look like a dwarf, dude.
Oh man,
this is.
I'm pretty sure I could pull off the red hair. I'm pretty sure I could pull it off, though.
Bet. Is this something we're gonna do now?
Okay.
Hey,
now,
Halloween stream is
y'all,
saying
I want you to
something
pay
else.
attention as the stream goes on to Angle's color. Okay, we can't figure this out. His lights are set to white.
Oh wait,
at
no,
one
hold on.
point,
They're
he
blue right
was
now. They're
purple.
blue right now.
But he goes from
Alright,
purple to blue, and yeah.
This is white.
That's
this
with
is
white,
this
but
is
he got
white.
nothing on his desk that's purple. He's got a black desktop. The top of his desk is black with like red stripes, and he's got like I think it was Assassin's Creed up. Nothing purple for a purple hue, but he's getting.
Look at
purple.
me, and I'm not purple. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, Angle, we can go back to blue, bro.
I like the blue. The
Blue is better. Yeah, blue.
Blue's
What
definitely
is,
better.
what does yellow do?
You
I
don't want to
think you
know.
want to see yellow, but you know what?
Let's do it.
Since you asked, I'll give you a.
For you guys
Little
tuning in, this
display
was
here.
like the pre-show as well too. So it just rolled
Oh
on.
man, no,
Oh no.
Oh, no.
No.
Please don't.
Go back to blue. There you
Please don't.
Please don't.
go.
Stop while you're ahead.
Yeah.
So besides Doom, how
Hey,
was Animal
Grub.
Crossing?
Yeah, right?
Okay, so
Segue.
segue there. I want to see how many. I know if German was in the channel, he'd be chiming in on it. It's enjoyable. My kids were a little disappointed because on the Switch, in order to get off the island, you actually have to have a live account or linked. And my kids' accounts can't link to mine because it's already on that particular Switch as the home Switch. Once we get the second Switch, I'll set that one as my home, and then we can link to that, and they'll be able to get off the island. It's kind of like Switch has the same kind of setup that Xbox does. So if you want your games that you own to be played on more than one console, you set one to home.
okay.
And then you
Yeah,
log
as a
into the
home,
other.
and then everyone can. Yeah,
What's up?
So yeah.
it's pretty dope.
But so my wife, she got frustrated, And yeah.
Simple says we get a light show with the podcast.
Yes.
Hey, don't tempt me, Simple. I'll put Trobe on, and then we'll really party.
Oh man,
we all can.
We could
Probably
all
weird here.
strobe. We could all strobe. No, I'm not going to. I don't want to pass out.
oh no, hurt.
But so if you don't have a linked account and it's live, then you can't leave the islands, but other people can visit you. My wife got frustrated because she couldn't link her account, so she took over mine. And
Naturally.
yeah, and they got the last thing I heard, they were happy because they got a couple spiders and some squids that apparently could only catch at night, and built some sort of skipping bridge. And my daughter wants everyone to give her everything that they find.
Of course, as one does.
Yeah,
She's a loot hoarder.
Yes.
but what I liked is it's just an easy, carefree game.
By the way, Peaks has been playing Pokemon Sword for 35 hours.
Peaks, which one are you doing? Sword?
There he is.
Oh wow, he's got over half of the Pokemon.
There you go, Peaks.
Is that one nice? So Peaks, is that one like? Is it like one continuous run? Because I don't remember. Someone I was talking to played it all the way through, and they said that they had to do some like weirdness to kind of get all of the Pokemon, because
You have to
only start with,
trade.
like one.
You have to trade
starter or
between
whatever.
Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. So we have both.
Oh, okay.
My kid brother plays one, and I have the other one. So we trade back and forth, like the Pikachus. You can get a male Pikachu and a female Pikachu, and to get some of the limited rare Pokemon, you need to have other Pokemon games. Luckily, my kid brother has those on cartridge, so he brought them over, put the cartridges in. We went to one of the rail stations, picked them up here, and picked them up over here, and we were able to get those exclusive ones, and then go from there. I think Peaks, I hate to tell you this, but my kid's got you beat, man.
Ooh,
He has 300. He has
F in the chat,
357.
guys.
300.
F in the chat for Peaks.
Yeah. He has 300.
Back in the day with Red, I had 151, but that's probably the last time I got close to maxing out.
See, I'm gonna be really upfront and frank with you guys. I really don't know anything about Pokemon. The kids, they play it, and
Did
they'll
you
like,
have
you
a
know,
I was
child?
gonna say, how do you
No,
not know
well-
about it? You've got a zoo at your house.
Yeah, yeah. No, well, look, hold up. So the kids,
He doesn't
they
know
did-
because he's been playing. He lives
they did-
Pokemon. That's
They
why.
no, like they did give me these, so I carry around, if I can get it out. I do carry around 2 Pokemon cards with me everywhere I go because my kids gave me these right here. And so I can't remember. I don't know what they are. Like I don't know anything about it.
Are you
If
ready
you
for a
look- see,
duel, like in the
if
public,
you
if
look
somebody
right at the
approaches you,
top-
you're just gonna...
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
just gonna
I'm
drop
like,
it
bro,
like that.
I got Arcanine, that, and then everyone knows Pikachu, the little lightning. the little
Pika?
lightning.
Pikachu.
No,
See, I
that's
carry
my
around
favorite
my
character on
Yu-Gi-Oh
Super
deck.
Smash Bros.
Killer
Okay.
says he hasn't played Pokemon in years.
Yeah. So here's the kicker. I know I need that shirt angle, but I love it because I think I said it before. Our Alexa in the living room doesn't use Alexa's voice. She speaks like Pikachu.
Oh my god.
Oh,
It was
no.
trained. My kids got
mean-
mad when I made it into Chewbacca. And it
Oh,
responded
God.
as Chewbacca. And then the daughter had just a complete fit. And I said,
Oh man, that's good.
and she said something. She was yelling at Alexa, and all of a sudden you go, it just, I
Yeah,
was like,
does it say words or is it just
no.
Chewbacca?
Well, some of it will say words.
okay.
But most of it's just grunts and everything else. And you can kind of get it. But it was a really cool, it was a learning app. So it kind of figured it out. It was really pretty cool.
That's awesome.
I mean, Hurt's walking around with Pokemon cards. I walk around
Yeah,
with my Yu-Gi-Oh deck just in case someone's finna get thrown into the Shadow Realm. You know?
Yeah.
Just in case. Just
That
in
Single
was
case.
one
said,
thing that I-
"I'm ready. Don't worry about it."
Yu-Gi-Oh, and
Pokemon
what's the
Stadium.
other one?
Magic the
Bakugan?
Gathering
Is
Spider,
it
Pokemon
Bakugan?
Stadium. Wow. Yeah.
Bakugan.
Bakugan.
and
That's the one that
Beyblades. You cannot
Beyblades,
forget
yeah,
Beyblades.
Beyblades.
Do not forget my Beyblade.
that's their
15
biggest
of
thing
those
right
in his
now.
house.
That's a
No.
big,
Beyblades
they're bringing Beyblades
suck.
back, yo. They're bringing them back though. They're
No,
like
no. Have you gone to a Target recently and seen what Beyblades look like? They are
No.
horrendous.
no,
Dude,
hold on, yo.
you know
Find
why I
my
don't like the
original
Beyblades?
Japanese.
Go right
Not
now.
the
Go
new
right now to
ones.
McDonald's. Go to McDonald's. Get a Happy Meal and say you're getting it for a boy.
Yes,
and you're
it is.
getting a Beyblade
Country.
Country Henry.
Listen,
yes,
Hurt,
it is.
I'm gonna bring out my original Japanese
I would
collection
say
Beyblades,
definitely get one.
Do
and I'm
it.
gonna show you. Those are the
I
real
play-
Beyblades.
Yeah.
the
Quite a bit.
plastic
My-
garbage they're coming out with.
Here's
is
my
just
problem
not
with
a
the Beyblades then and now. My kids, because you can just spin them up and wind them. Yeah, they like to throw them at Dad when he's not paying attention,
Ooh.
and they
Pay
hurt.
attention. Stay on your
They
toes.
hurt. Hurt
It's
locker.
better than the old-fashioned metal one that were just
Is it die cast? Die cast
today.
today. Yeah, no. I've had a few Hot Wheels, and I was streaming live one night, playing World of Warcraft with my old guild in WoW before I stopped playing it because BFA sucks.
Rip.
And my
In
daughter,
the chat.
bless her to death, and bless her heart, she came up with her metal scooter and hit me over the head, and I had to get stitches.
Wow.
So I lock the door half the time now for this, just in case.
Just in case you're gonna get gibbsed by a scooter.
Yeah. Dude, I shared a video on, I'll have to post it, but I shared it. We were watching Star Wars Rise of the Skywalker, which I hadn't seen it, and finally saw it. It was actually pretty good.
No spoilers. I haven't watched it yet.
But I'm not going to spoil it, but halfway through the movie, she goes and gets the plastic baseball bat. And we have a teddy bear that's the size of me that I bought my wife when we first got married. And
So
all of a
normal
sudden,
size?
yeah, all of a sudden we started hearing this wham, wham, and evil laughing. And I had to record it. It was her sitting there just pounding the crap out of it. I was like going,
Her inner Kylo Ren
I
just
was
came out.
like, yeah. And I said, what are you, a Sith? She's like, nope, Skywalker. And I'm like,
Oh, is that video that you posted where she's over
yes,
the snot out of it?
yes. Yeah, dude,
Yo,
that's
she's
the
got
one.
a swing. Like that's a little Sammy Sosa right there.
Dude, yeah, she's dangerous.
Like,
We took the
She's
metal
breaking
bat
them things
away.
out over
Wow.
the fence.
We took the metal bat away. It was no bueno. She's dangerous.
I'm afraid to see what the scooter did to you then.
Tell him to teach his kids not to throw. I have tried. I think
I'm gonna do this real fast.
Simple. Tell your mom. I think my
Oh,
wife
man.
encourages it, so it's a losing battle.
Animal Crossing.
Simple.
You don't throw stuff at each other in
That's
Animal
great.
Crossing. You barter for stuff. It's a lot of fun. I mean, from what I've played, when my kids don't take it away from me, it's just like any farming game or development game. What I do enjoy is the fact that it's not popping stuff up in my face. Hey, go spend some real money. Give me $5 to do this or do that.
That is
You're-
the biggest issue I have with mobile gaming
Yeah.
or mobile gaming.
Words are hard, okay?
I are not English good.
yeah, but
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
no,
glad
it's-
that's
it's-
there
it's
for
fun.
everybody else to see her.
Yeah.
so
Two random notes too. I did check out the Nintendo Direct Mini from yesterday. In terms of Animal Crossing, which we touched on, right? There is a free launch update for Bunny Day, I guess, but April 1st through 12th, there's an update just for like an Easter type event. It looks like,
Yeah.
and also from that for Pokemon Sword and Shield, an expansion pass. The first one was announced for end of June is like the release. It looks like.
There's
Yes.
also a few more notes to that, Otto.
Yes, definitely, but I didn't know if we want to go full direct now. We certainly
Well,
can.
There was a few other things that I actually want to tell you, Otto, since I know you play on the Switch as well.
Educate me.
Trails of Cold Steel 3 actually released its demo onto the Switch as well.
Ooh. Is that what you were playing earlier today?
I mean, I played it on the PS4, but
Oh, gotcha.
are you gonna play?
I'll take a look. Absolutely, it's on the Switch. Yeah, it sounds
will
great.
I?
Yeah.
Most likely.
Okay.
Just because I like the game that much.
Nice.
Oh, it came to PC on March 25th.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did. It's on Steam. All three of them are now. We're just waiting on the fourth one to come west.
Yeah, it takes a while. Phantasy Star 2 took what? How many years?
Actually, though,
See,
the Trail series has moved faster
Yeah.
to the west.
So if is Fantasy Star going to be on the computer now?
Yes. It
Yes.
launched.
Okay.
It will.
See, that's probably
We're waiting on
when
launch for
that's probably when I'm going to pick it up.
But
Yeah.
the reason why we're playing now, though, Hurt, is because all my progress that I'm making
It's
right
gonna
now
transfer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
And
see
it's
that's
cross save and cross play.
okay. So if
The
you guys
main
are on
reason I
Xbox,
haven't
I'll be able to
traded
play
on to
on the
Warframe.
PC.
if
Yeah.
Warframe
I
would
wish
do that, I'd
Warframe would
play
do
it
that.
then.
Then I would play because
Honestly,
I put so much time in Warframe on the
So
Xbox
much
and not
time
being
and
able to
money,
do that. Oh
dude.
man, it would be.
and Warframe is such a fun game, and like
Yeah.
if you have a good group of players, it's so much fun to play.
I like
Yeah,
the
that's not me.
customization in it. There's
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
see, that's
much
what I love.
customization. And your
Yeah.
appearance. You can make.
Like-
Oh yeah, it's.
Yeah,
That's why, honestly, it's one of the top tier games for me when it comes to like alien game customization because the primes
Yeah.
look gorgeous, and so do the
Yeah.
weapons and swords and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's just you can
Country
make
Henry says Trails is life.
Trails is pretty good. Yeah, my kid loves Warframe. He'll play mine on the Xbox when I'm not home or something, but he's the only thing that he doesn't like about it is the boil that you grow on your neck from the infection.
Yeah.
He's like, what the heck is that about? And I'm like, oh geez. It just grosses him out. And I'm like, well,
See, what
it's
had
a feature.
happened was
The feature.
Yeah,
I
it
promise.
works. It's a benefit. Trust me. Grow it. It's worth it.
I just thought about that now that we're talking about Warframe. Squirrel moment right here. I'm pretty sure all my pets are dead.
Brutal.
Oh,
wow, this got real
Yeah.
dark, guys. F's
Yeah.
in the chat on that one.
Yeah, there you
No,
go.
it's been that long
He
since
died.
I played that I
He's dead.
actually forgot that
My
they
heart.
existed.
Everything is dead.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, most of them are in stasis except for one that I always use. So
yeah. I was gonna say if you leave them in stasis, I don't think they need to be fed. If you have
yes,
them
but
out
one
or equipped,
the one that I used was equipped, so
yeah,
it's probably no longer around.
Rip.
yeah.
Rest in peace.
So, yeah. So
I'll eventually play it again.
I'll honestly, I will say I'll play Doom Eternal. If I get bored, I'll probably run through it. I don't know how often. It was a lot of fun. Was it worth the $60? I would say wait for it to come out for 30 because I bet you it'll be 30 by Christmas.
Yeah.
But it's fun and it's a lot of really good throwback. But I wait on the one. Animal Crossing. If you got kids and a wife or a husband and your guys' family loves that stuff, then I would be all for it. I think it's worth the money. It's good investment. Again, I subscribe to the notion. As long as I get 1 hour of playtime per dollar spent on a game, then I consider it a worthwhile investment.
So Doom is not yet there.
Not quite yet.
Simple says rip Nintendogs.
Yep. But then the other one I was doing this week was Trials of Mana. I streamed the first, almost 2.5, 3 hours of that.
Yeah. Something like that.
Getting into the swing. I think Otto jumped in, wasn't sure what that was. Secret of Mana from when I was, again, in high school. I think I don't remember when it came out exactly. It was somewhere
So before we were born, guys.
yeah, mid-90s.
No, it's like 95, 96, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
so I
we're
was
on-
either 1 or 2.
They were still in diapers. And then they released Nintendo and Sony released a remaster for it a couple of years ago that my son started playing on the PS4. So when I heard the Trials demo was finally out, because they started making announcements about it last year, went and got it, downloaded it. Again, it's really, for me, it's fun. I'm enjoying it. It's a throwback to the same kind of play style, different characters, different character development. The only thing that drives me nuts is one of the characters has a wisp. So it's, I mean, I'm used to it, but it's just like, it was like, really? And I was telling Jay, it reminds me of, I don't know if you guys ever watched maybe Spaceballs or, even thinking, and Men in Tights, where the priest and the bishop is married. Together, we are happy to marry. You know, that's how this little mage chick talks.
Speaking of lisp in movies, sorry, side note, you just got me thinking of that. So last night I saw Adam Sandler and the blonde girl, Drew Barrymore.
51st.
51st Dates, yeah. I saw that for the first time, real cheesy, yeah, for the first time last night. And whenever I saw
time?
yeah, dude,
Hey,
I watched
51st Dates, dude,
documentaries.
he can't remember.
yeah. Yo, okay, hold
Some
on.
irony
So
to that.
we talk about games, but yo, like that made me so sad whenever like it kind of realized what was happening. I'm like, but anyway,
You need to take a moment.
Samwise Gamgee, aka Mikey from back in the day. Whenever I saw him, like with that little net shirt they had on, did he
Oh
start
my
talking in the
God.
list? I was like, I'm sorry, but I can't look at this man the same ever again.
Spam
I
and
have-
Reese's peanut butter cups.
Spam and Reese's.
You gonna
peanut
eat
butter
that? Can I have that? Thank you.
cups. Thank
I
you.
have a small recommendation for you, Hurt. You need to go
Alright.
watch the movie. Just go with it with Adam Sandler.
Just go with it. All right, hold on. I'm gonna type that down.
Have to
because
watch it.
I love Adam Sandler movies. Absolutely love it.
I like his earlier movies.
If
as
you love Adam
opposed to-
Sandler, how is this the first time you watch 51st Dates?
because I only like I would binge like I would literally go Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison. Like literally just those movies.
Mr.
Bad
Deeds,
strategy.
Mr. Deeds is
51st
good too.
Dates, just go with it. There's so many good
What is
options.
yeah, Adam Sandler's the man. Love that guy. You said just go with it, right? I'm literally
What's the one with the
Did you guys see,
grown-ups?
Grown Ups? Yes.
Yeah, Grown Ups. Did you guys watch his video that he did called Phone Wallet Keys?
Yes,
No.
I actually saw that live.
Oh, dude, it's such a great song. If you haven't,
His music's not bad.
yeah, he could sing. I mean, it's not a fantastic singer, but he does a pretty good job with.
It's more his funny songs that
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
make it
and
worth
the
listening
Phone
to.
Wallet Keys one was Yeah. It's okay. You can pee in the pool. Everything turns blue. Yeah. That goes down there with the scuba divers. It's a scuba. There's two types of divers. Those that pee in their wetsuits, and there's those that lie about it. Everyone pees in the water. There's just no way around it.
Not wrong.
Yeah. So I'm gonna probably stream. The demo is supposed to be about 8 hours of gameplay.
Oh man.
So I've got a couple more
demo.
hours. So I'm gonna do some more streaming of that tomorrow, just to see what it's like. And I based on what I played so far, I'll pre-order it. I already know, but I like that style of game. It's hack and slash, a few skills mixed in. You get to control your party, and you can swap real quick between your party members. It's not really a strategy based when you do your turn and then you tell your companion what to do. They pretty much do their auto stuff, and then you go from there. And so it's enjoyable. Plus, a lot of the games that I look at, except for Doom Eternal, is that I kind of look at is, can my kids play it, because I need to be able to get more investment out of it. There's some games for dad's, this is my thing. But Jay will tell you right now, we had to set up the second account for the PSO2 so my son could play and not change our Alliance guild name from the Nameless to Iron.
Yeah, about that.
So we found out with PSO2 that all the characters on one account share the same rights. So if you're an admin in the Alliance is the clan, all your characters on the account do. Well, my son was playing a character on my account, and he asked me, "Hey, Dad, I was playing. What were we doing, Jay? I was streaming with you, something on the computer. We might have been.
We were doing something."
And he goes, "Dad, how do you
Too
spell?"
much stuff.
How do you spell the word iron? I'm like, what do you need to know how to spell the word iron for? Oh, it's just this quest thing. I said, all right. And then an hour or two later, Jay's like, did you change the guild name? I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't even know how to do it. And he's like, who named it? Why did you name it Iron? I'm like, oh,
it dawned on him.
no. He used all of our Alliance points that we had saved up, and you can only change the title every 7 days. So we were around broke with the title of lowercase Iron for a week.
Yeah, a week. It was great.
It was
Honestly, that's a better story than the first time we named it.
Ooh,
well, we weren't going to name it Foxy Legs.
Come on.
Listen, I had much better option just because the Nameless was classic, okay?
He had nothing. He was like, no.
There's like a rabbit hole that would open it up, so I needed to cut that thought off.
Jay, we should have named it I've Got Nothing.
I got nothing.
Yep.
That would have been funny.
But air.
I was going to. Like, I really thought about naming that. That was the sad part.
That was just,
it doesn't matter. It would have been changed anyway.
Yeah, right.
Right back to Iron.
Yeah.
My kid.
Auto correct us. We're drifting.
Yeah.
We're drifting? Oh, man. Well, if we want to get dragged back on track, I did see that Country Henry asked a bit ago, right? If he should get a Switch, we could talk a couple more Nintendo Direct games, things like that were mentioned.
Country, what games are you used to playing? What play style? Because if you're going to do like something to kill time, they does have Diablo 3, which is fine.
I love Diablo.
But it does have it's got a couple Final Fantasy games. It's got Xeno and Xenophage and a few others. It's got a whole bunch of Mario games. I really should get my kid brother to join us. That dude has him and his wife, they each have a Nintendo Switch. The second one with a longer battery life. He has a new Nintendo Lite where the Joy-Cons don't come off. It's just a built-in controller. He bought almost all of his games on cartridge, and I think he's got like 50 freaking games. But he loves it because it's portable. The batteries last anywhere from 8 to 10 hours. You can put a battery pack on it. It just travels with you anywhere you go. You get some internet. You can do all that other stuff. I have seen some other guys that if you do get bored with the Switch, where they set it up to where you could boot off the SSD card that you can put into it, and all of a sudden run full Linux, and then an emulator and run a whole bunch of other games like from Nintendo across the board from when you were a kid. So there's a lot of things you can do with it. It just depends if you want to invest in it. I myself am waiting till the end of the year when they're supposed to bring out their next generation of the Nintendo Switch, which is supposed to have a better pixel rating on the screen, little bit better battery life, and a few other quality improvements. But my kid
See,
brother
it's
said,
been the screen thing for me that is kind of the reason I haven't yet. Is because bunch of my friends have them, but it's just like I like a little bit better resolution, I guess you could say, than what they have on it right now.
yeah. Well, my kid brother was telling me that he actually prefers playing on, if I understood him right, the Nintendo Lite. If you were watching this, let me know. He enjoys it more because he has a longer battery life, doesn't have to worry about the Joy-Cons coming off, and the screen, while it's a little bit smaller, has a higher pixelization rate. So he's a little bit better resolution on it.
All right, so he said mature, AAA, RPGs, and owns a PS4.
There's a lot of PS4 games that are on there.
I mean, I've got one that comes out in 4 days that I'm
Persona
about to
5.
spend Royal. I'm about to spend a good portion of my life into that.
Yep.
I've been really hesitating buying a Switch too. That's my problem.
Yeah.
Like, I want one because I love the idea of it.
Well,
Especially, I need
it's
something
mobile,
to
man.
replace my ancient Wii.
Man,
Honestly,
At the
though,
end
the
of the
mobile
day-
thing
Wii
is
U,
something
man.
to really talk about, because the Switch and like the Nintendo Direct, which I'm going to probably talk a little bit here about more, is it's kind of just highlighting like all of these things are being ported to Switch. So realistically, like it doesn't matter what game you want to play. If you were willing to play anything that's like at least 2 years old, like every Xbox, PlayStation game, it feels like it's coming over at some point.
Yeah.
And you have all of these like first-party games. Obviously, I mentioned Zelda Breath of the Wild there, and you can go back to a whole bunch of our other RPGs and things like that. Octopath Traveler, Fire Emblem Three Houses, things like
It's
that.
Skyrim on the Switch.
Yes.
Bravely Default,
yes.
I think, is
Yeah.
on
Then
the
I'm
Switch
getting
here,
it.
too.
Yeah,
The
dude,
Witcher,
it's
Yeah.
yeah.
But I mean,
That's
you gotta talk about
dangerous,
like what are
dude.
you looking to play for then, right? Because it's the portability. You're not gonna play like a Skyrim or Witcher and get the same like fidelity that you're getting on a PC or anything like that. So it's
I don't
yeah,
know.
manage
That
your
depends if you're getting
expectations.
drug around shopping or not.
That's true.
Sit down with the kids and we're like, all right, you go do your thing. And
Yep.
then the rest of us just sit there. Now, I've got a couple of games on my phone, though. It's more just to keep I thought when we're traveling around or driving or we're going from point A to point B or like on a plane trip, the battery life on the Switch is really, really pretty solid and lets my kids actually have a good amount of time and play.
Was that with the battery pack you said?
And the battery pack that we put on them,
Yeah.
I think with the older Switch, they got around 15 hours of playtime.
Whoa,
wow.
Yeah, and when you're
But
on a
just to
plane
put that
going,
in context too, a game like Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is a full open world type thing, you probably get 2.5 hours of battery life. If you're playing kind of 2D platformer type stuff, you can bounce all the way up to 5 or 6 with really light games. But if you're running like a full AAA game, you're going to expect that you need to be near a charger within 2.5 hours.
yeah. Well, luckily the plane had like a charger on it, but
Yeah.
we really didn't need it. They were playing like Kirby and Mario Kart.
No Super Smash Bros.
Smash Brothers. No, the
Yeah, I'm sure that
Spyro-
ends well on a plane.
Yeah, the Spyro remake, the remaster with the new graphics on it. I want to say Plants vs. Zombie.
hmm
Can't remember. Oh, some Pokemon. I was on the trip back. We knew about it, but we hadn't gotten it, and then we were over there. Now, for you guys that have Pokemon Sword or Shield, I'm going to tell you right now, because my nephew in Japan, who is 13, I think he's 13, pretty sure he's 13. I don't speak, I mean, my Japanese is bad, but he has
Can
a
we
Switch.
hear some?
No. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Safe play.
Everyone speaks
Senpai,
Japanese.
Konnichiwa. You know, I can do stuff. If it's spoken, I can respond some. But so my son brought his Switch, and Akihiro, that's his name, has a Switch of his own. And my son was asking me to help him with the game. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. Let me see it. Everything was in freaking Japanese. They switched switches because they were amused by the differences. And I don't know, playing Pokemon Sword in Japanese, my phone has Google Lens on it. So I'm holding the phone up with Lens for translation on top of the Switch so I can figure out what he's asking me to do. Because I didn't know that. Now I could probably do it without even reading it because, you know, it's pretty straightforward on some of the stuff.
Yeah.
But I was like, what?
Wow.
Yeah, it was fun. But
So
yeah.
I got one other Switch question for you guys. Have you guys ever played the Xenoblade series? In the direct, they talked about how like the Xenoblade Chronicles 1 is coming back with a definitive edition, 29th of May.
I have
I've always
Xenoblade
been
2.
tempted to pick up the second one.
I have the number 2.
Is that franchise like worth picking up? Like, can you guys give me a little bit of background on it if you've liked those kind of things in the past?
I give it a B.
Okay.
Is it enjoyable? Is it worth the investment? Again, that's one of those ones where I like it. I don't mind owning it. Probably wish I would have bought it on sale.
Okay.
So.
Although this one's aimed at you. German says he's old. He needs that big screen sometimes.
With a big old smiley face.
German,
old
what's your
smiley face.
favorite game on the Switch?
I like that.
Is he gonna say what I think he's gonna say?
Most likely.
Mario Kart. Watch.
Fatal Bullet?
Honestly, I think it's Animal Crossing.
I was gonna say it's probably gonna be Animal Crossing.
We're going to see.
I hope it's not Animal Crossing.
If it's Animal Crossing, I will throw a
It might be.
Fox. I mean, foxes are quite awesome.
Jay,
I'm not gonna lie. So
when is the new Sword Art Online releasing or coming? Do you remember?
I think that is in May as well, man. Let me
There's
look
so
it up
many
real quick
games
while I
coming
wait
out.
on German.
I've got
Yeah.
Amazon's New World coming out in the end of May, so I've got.
No, it comes out the same day as New World. I told you
Oh,
that.
yeah,
I
that's
remember
what
now.
he said.
When is Biomutant coming out?
Dude,
No, I remember.
nobody knows. They were speculation it was
That-
supposed to be last week, but it didn't
Dude,
happen. It looks
it's
so
hurt.
good, but it keeps getting pushed
I'm
back.
stress and hurt
So-
space.
Yeah.
Dude, like I've been following that and I want it to come out so bad.
You need to angry tweet somebody right
So
now,
bad.
Hurt.
Yeah.
Do it.
Don't tempt me, dog. I'm doing it right now.
That
I-
moment where
Speaking of Bio, though, I did
Yep.
see 2K series is coming to Switch.
Odyssey.
Bioshock, Borderlands,
we're
XCOM.
and Octopath, followed by
Hurt.
Animal
I'm
Crossing.
seeing release date March 31st, 2020.
When did that drop? Hold on.
IGN said March 31st, 2020.
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
freaking.
that's-
Soon.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's
we'll have to
soon.
see.
If it does,
4
you guys
days.
are not seeing me on anything but that for like a hot
As
second.
long as it doesn't go like the way of WildStar.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, even if it. Oh, no,
So
but I mean, maybe.
hurts like
He was about to angry tweet too.
No, I think I'm still going to because so right here it says it may be coming out on March 17th. Where are you seeing this on IGN?
Yeah.
So-
I looked at Biomutant release date. It said March 31st.
Angle, why don't you
First
post the
25.
link for everybody else to see it too?
Yeah. For any of you
Luminous
guys that
is
don't
good.
know,
I do like
Biomutant
Luminous.
is basically like you're basically Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy and a ninja.
It's
A little furball ninja.
A little
So
furball.
There you go.
you're Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy because he was basically a ninja.
Yeah.
Kind of.
With a
He's-
giant
Man,
sword.
they're always ninjas. You can't. Nature's ninjas. That's just who they are.
hmm
Okay.
We'll see how that goes. But
It looks. I mean, it does
So-
look interesting, and so does the new Destroy All Humans game coming out in 2020.
Yes.
That was my game when I was a kid.
I
don't
haven't
know if
played
you
that
got-
one.
Oh my! It's a weird game because basically you do what the game's title is.
Mhm.
You just kind of. It's like GTA if you're an alien with a spaceship and really annoying alien weapons. So you can like turn people into cows, or you can just abduct them and drop them off in random places. It's just
Oh, I think
such a weird gameplay, but it was so much fun.
I do remember that now. Okay.
And you're kind of just a solo angry alien walking around by yourself. That's all you do, and you're very angry.
Yes, Jim, that's
For
actually what I was-
absolutely no
the
reason.
other game I was thinking about was Bravely Default too.
Does anybody
I
know
couldn't
if
remember the name of it.
I hadn't looked because I'm getting it on PC. Is Cyberpunk going to be on Switch? Does anybody know?
I don't know if it's
I don't
gonna
recall.
Be designed.
We'll
I
take a
haven't
look
heard
real quick.
anything about it yet, but since it's being designed for those new consoles
Yeah.
and everything, I highly doubt it's going to be set up to the Switch, especially with how limited on
No,
processing power.
it will not be. It says
Okay.
the upcoming actual role-playing game has been confirmed for PS4, Xbox One, and PC, but not for Nintendo Switch.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't
R.I.P.
sure. I didn't
Yeah.
think so
Okay,
because
guys.
of the graphics, but
Yeah, I mean,
Which-
one could always hope that is.
yeah, which is interesting. Although I'm interested to see what everything comes out on news-wise for the Xbox Series X with the AMD source code leak for their GPU for Arden. To see how that goes. But
Well, with the whole human malware, I'm curious to see what all the new releases are going to be like.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean that's That's a
Yeah.
true statement
Well, I
there.
think luckily I think for like Cyberpunk 2077, that most of the work was done and completed. They're just doing polish work. So,
Wait,
and it's
AAA
remote.
games still do polishing before release?
Dude, I'm
What?
hopeful. If it releases,
Especially the games as a service.
You gotta
Yeah.
stay positive, Hope.
yeah, I'm hopeful.
Dude, I'm a
that they
gamer in
have to have
2020. Let's be real.
We have to have some hope for these companies, somewhat.
I mean,
Or
speaking of
else
that,
they're just
Hope,
always
so,
going to disappoint us.
like for reference, man, like Persona 5 Royal, it's a complete game.
Yeah.
But it still might be delayed a little bit. They're not polishing it because all they're doing is translating the game essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look at Halo Infinite. They could have probably released it by now, but they're taking a while to work on it.
Well,
both like
it's coming out with the next console though too, right?
yeah, they've already come
So-
out and stated the same thing like City Red said, is they don't want to finish an unfinished. They don't want to release an unfinished product. They don't want to get banked into that same grouping as Activision and I just
Don't say it.
what's the other one?
We don't say that word here.
Oh, God, I'm having a complete brain fart.
343, Bungie.
No. Well,
Keep going, Angle.
I just exhaled some Baja Blast out my nose.
they want it to be done. I mean, because there's
Oh,
there's
man.
eventually, if these game companies, I get that games as a service is here. Okay, I really do get
Tuesday.
that's here, but there's going to be some point if they keep what's a politically correct term for messing over the consumer, that government will get involved, and I don't want to see government get involved in my games.
Yeah, that's
you
no
know,
fun.
and
They've just-
legislation.
Yeah.
Just give me a game that's freaking finished, or at least 90%. Don't make me. Oh, your game's
Whoa,
been
whoa, whoa!
out for,
85. Let's
the game's been out for 2 weeks. We have a new DLC package
Yeah.
for you if you want to go experience this. I just paid $60 for the game, and you're going to charge me another $20 for more DLC.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks later,
Yeah.
give me the whole thing at once for the same price. Give me the
I haven't been
stuff.
able to get past the third mission because it's bugged. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I
mean,
don't
there's-
know. I don't know what the
Maybe
There's a
Jedi
lot of
Fallen Order
companies that
though
do
sets
it.
the precedent too, right? Like is a game that kind of pushed back against that. We don't.
Yeah, because they
think
were
have
they dropped
DLC
it
and stuff.
completely finished. There was no DLC for it. It's just you get the game as is, and it was a really good game.
Yeah.
The playthrough was nice. The mechanics were great. The graphics were beautiful. The only thing that made it stupid was the fact that he can't use his lightsaber to open doors like you can in every Star Wars movie. That's the
Yeah.
only problem.
I wish he had a little bit better facial graphics, but that was it.
a little bit.
But
I
other
think
than
they
that,
picked a
it's-
perfect character for him too.
I did. He has red hair.
Peaks just said.
He has red
"Have you
hair.
tried
What's wrong
going
with
to
that?
orbit and then loading back in?"
Have you tried going to orbit and loading back in for what?
Oh,
Did I miss
man.
something?
Destiny?
Busy
That's-
week at work.
Because
so-
I don't think you can go to orbit in Fallen Order. There is no orbit. You just go play.
You-
the
well,
It's
you
gotta
go
be
to
a
the
Destiny
ship,
combat,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, you can go to the ship. But
It
that's...
changed areas.
Well, think about the new. Well, I wouldn't call it new, but think
So
about
I mean,
Odyssey.
technically,
Yeah.
They released Odyssey finished, and it was a really large
Oh,
game.
he's
Games.
saying bug games.
Alt
Well, my
F4.
life's
Press
bugged.
Alt F4. Yeah.
Control
no.
Alt Delete in task.
It seems like Ubisoft is actually one of the companies that used to be the problem and is now less of the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
agreed.
think
Like,
they've
they've
really
shifted a
nailed
lot.
the model. Like their model has been very solid for the past couple of years, and they're even iterating off their games in creative ways, right? They're not just like pumping up the same mechanics. Their mechanics are starting to change in the Assassin's
A little
Creed.
bit, yeah. Definitely with
Oh.
the new one.
Yeah, I
Well,
was
my,
just-
my only problem with the Assassin's Creed library, and I'm Angle's on my crap list because he was talking about it 2 weeks ago, and I went out and bought it for the PC because I didn't want to have to. I wanted to play on PC.
Wait, did
Beautiful
you
new
buy
game.
Odyssey?
Yeah, I bought the
$100
I bought the
worth of
$100
Odyssey.
pack. And I'm hoping, and I'm enjoying the fact that they are in an evolutionary standpoint where they're actually making mechanical changes to the gameplay and some of that other stuff. Because other than the location and the period of time, there's really not a lot of difference in the gameplay between one Assassin's Creed game to the next Assassin's Creed game.
Well,
You get
okay,
the
hold on.
story, but
There is though. From Origins is where they really kind of
Origins was
it
a
up on its
big
head.
game changer.
And
Yeah.
so because before it it didn't matter really what you did as long as you smashed the buttons the right way, you could beat anything. But with the new way of the game, if you try and go to a 10 plus level, go up to somebody that's like 10 levels higher than you,
You're going to get
mollywop you.
It's closer
And-
to The Witcher these
Exactly.
days than it is to like the original Assassin's Creed, where you
Yeah.
can only fight one person at a time. Like
Mhm.
when their gameplay play was locked in and very counter based.
Yeah, exactly.
It took me a couple iterations
BX,
of it to get out of that. Yeah, but I'd say Odyssey, right? It's kind of won me over a bit. Is what I'm trying to say.
The one thing they really changed I think they started it with Origins too, is the armor and weapon system too. Like in the older Assassin's Creeds, you could just kind of go to a blacksmith, buy some knives and swords, and you were fine. That's all you needed. In Odyssey, you have different perks with different builds, different armor sets, do different.
It sort of
And
leans a
transmog.
little bit more towards the RPG.
And there is
side.
a nice transmog section to it.
Super flexible, right?
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, my
Mollywop,
character.
Henry,
If I took out my ornaments for my armor on my Assassin's Creed character, he would be hideous, absolutely hideous.
You know what? There's got to be a
moment you put them
screenshot
back-
of this now.
Ooh,
I can make it happen eventually, but
Make it happen. Make
his
it so.
helmet
Make it
makes him
so.
look like Caillou.
Make it so.
His armor's leather, but his skirt's like metal. It just looks wrong.
Make it
And the
happen.
fact
sounds like
That's
a
all.
perfect Twitter meme. Send it my way for the socials.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying.
the fact that they actually changed the armor system in comparison to like the first Assassin's Creed, where you just had your cloak and that was it. That's all you got.
Yeah.
And you didn't really have what you said. Didn't really make decisions in the
Mhm.
game nearly as much as this, where I could say the wrong thing and my story will change entirely.
Stories, choices
Options
matter.
for storyline, yeah. Options now matter when back then they really didn't.
So,
It was
Angle,
more just you were talking.
my question for you: does Odyssey surpass Black Flag?
Yes,
Oh,
Yeah.
100% surpasses Black Flag.
Yeah.
In every way. The only thing I miss is cannons on my ship. That's it. It's the only thing I miss. Because
okay.
now
If
I'm
that's a
stuck with
fact,
security
I'm going to have to get it because to this day, was it night before last? I laid in bed on my Xbox, just like in the what is it called, like travel mode or whatever, on my ship on Black Flag, where it's like zoomed away out,
Mhm.
and I was just sailing through the seas, having my guys singing shanties. Like,
You could still do that, but now you can get off your boat and fight sharks if you want to.
well, wait,
Or
hold on,
you
I can fight
take
a shark.
You can take.
You
a
can
small,
fight sharks.
Or you can do
Let's
what Engel
go.
did and get in a small dinghy, thinking he could cross the ocean and not make it.
That's what he was just doing.
Please tell me you guys at least.
Yeah, send the
clip
gameplay
that.
clip of that one.
I was gonna say, please tell me you.
I
clipped
can
that.
redo it as much as you want to because I have
Let's
a
go.
really bad tendency to not take my ginormous ship places and just grab the smallest dinghy I can find and just go for it.
Going
All right,
now.
let's do it, man.
That's
Just
why he
have
never
fun
makes
right
it.
after
Then,
this.
then if you really want to, you can fight some sharks.
He
Or if
ends up
you-
fighting the sharks because his dinghy doesn't make it.
It never makes it.
He's
It
like,
never
I
makes
chose to
it.
fight the sharks. More
Yeah.
like the waves decided he.
But
fought
listen,
the
it makes
The-
you feel cool because you're a demigod, and I have Poseidon's trident, so I'm just swimming through the seas with the
The
spear.
only thing that would make
Just
that
messing
any
stuff up.
better is if you could fight some sharks and then ride some sea turtles.
That would be
Ooh.
cool.
Lash them together.
Honestly,
What did
geek,
he use
let me
for
know.
rope?
Let me know when you hit level 40. I'm gonna send you a
He's got-
location.
His,
I think I'm
Poseidon's
23.
trident.
armor
I think I'm
that's
23
made
right
out of
now.
leather.
You're gonna need to be 41 for it, but go pick up Poseidon's trident. Then you can indefinitely swim underwater. Then you can fight pretty much anything you want to.
Okay, Aquaman.
Dope.
Well, I was
You-
gonna say, listen.
honestly.
to Jason Momoa.
Okay.
I'm trying to
Come on
turn
the show,
my character
Jason.
into Aquaman. I am trying very hard. There's just no orange armor, and it's really depressing.
They don't have dyes yet.
No, not yet. I think with Ragnarok that'll happen, but then it won't be
Yeah.
nearly as much, Greek Atlantean. It'll be more Norse.
Ragnarok. I was gonna say that's like Norse.
Well,
So
yeah,
they-
the new it's not gonna be called Ragnarok. They're just gonna call it something entirely different. I don't know what. Who knows?
Shark. Well said, simple. Where's
Yeah, exactly.
How about a shark?
I wish you could fight the whales. The whales would be fun, but they're the size of your ship. So I'd end badly.
Okay.
Yeah, see, what I like about Assassin's Creed is they do a lot of historical stuff for accuracy and detail
Mhm.
work and all that stuff. So part of me thinks like if they were to find a whale, they would go all Moby Dick on you,
Oh yeah.
and you would just get cremated.
Listen, I've learned more about history and playing through all of the Assassin's Creed than I have through my entire high school
Man,
career.
look, all you got to yell out as you're doing that is load the harpoon.
Yeah. Harpoon that whale. No. So speaking of water games, and this is a complete tangent, and I'm sorry, I'm really good at those. Who has played Subnautica?
Yes.
Yes.
Dude.
Yep.
Heard of it.
Subnautica is a lot of fun.
Dude, it's amazing. But my question is, that's one of these games that we're talking about that has been released, but that thing is an alpha all the way. It's an alpha. But it's such an amazing concept. Like that IP could be like,
I came home, my kids had downloaded it.
dude, it's amazing.
I'll one up this. How about No Man's Sky?
Word. Like you want to talk about failed dreams. That is failed dreams.
They did a
You wanna
good job
talk-
on that one, though.
They did a really good job on
refixing
No
that,
Man's
yep.
Sky. And what amazes me is by the time I'm dead, you will still not be able to complete No Man's Sky.
Yep.
This
They
is not
said
Gordon
to-
Life.
I've always wanted to check it out. I've been very close to purchasing that like numerous times.
It's worth it. It's to me, it's like a more
Do it.
relaxing Minecraft because you can fly through space.
Do it.
All right.
And the
all right.
space travel part's probably one of the coolest parts too, because there's really detailed planets.
I'm
And
over
it doesn't-
talking about No Man's Sky, and we could talk about Star Citizen, but that is
It
really
doesn't
sad.
look like the graphics are going to be great when you first watch it, but the moment you play No Man's Sky, it's a crazy like actual visualization of it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the fact that even the people who created it said to build a base on every world and level it up and visit every world, it would take you 300 years.
Wow.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is
wow.
that what's that? What's that?
That's
Craig?
quite a bit. I don't have
Is that
kind of time,
procedurally
Megan.
generated like Minecraft, or is it all one? Like, was it a hand created map like on No Man's Sky?
I wouldn't call it a map. I would call it a hand created existence because it's legitimately the largest amount of play through space I have ever seen in my life.
So it's not procedurally generated then.
I don't think it could because honestly, if you just hit fast travel in your ship, take your ship into space, and then just fly in one direction, you will literally not stop flying. You'll just keep going for days on end.
That's
I'm curious now.
That's a lot of space.
I'm going to have to reload it and check it out. I don't remember if you could do that. I never tried to do it nonstop.
Oh, I did one day. I just kind of let it run for like an hour and a half, and it just kept flying and flying.
Oh, it's generated. So
Oh,
it's
it
shared
is.
space?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a procedurally generated open universe of 18 quintillion planets, which means the game is generated algorithmically rather than manually. Okay.
Yeah, it's a
Welcome
lot of
to the
play.
Matrix.
Dude, that is insanity. Hold up,
Wow.
Pizza. It's you and I go to the same planet. We see the same thing. So
It
what
is
that-
multiplayer too.
Yes.
so is it? But okay,
That's why I
so
like
that,
it.
That begs
Mm-hmm.
the question: is it all one instance, or is it like server meshing in a sense where you'll have 800 instances, but they'll mesh and merge whenever it needs to? I don't know if anybody can answer
clipping?
that question. Yeah.
I don't know.
Strangely, I feel like that'd be a game if it was on Switch. I'd really enjoy it just based on.
It's on Xbox. I think I bought it for
Yeah.
like $25. It's
Yeah, I gotta look for a sale for that one. You're
But
motivating me to make
it's
it.
honestly
he
if
is
you-
now purely
worth it.
motivated to go do this.
because
I've needed a
Oh,
push, a little one.
you
Sorry,
So
it's
Country
a lot
Hunter
of
has
fun
a
in the way
question
that,
from
like-
chat really quick, fellas.
Um,
How long will we see online support for this generation?
I would say probably another. Well, I mean, you think about it, Xbox 360 and PS3 still have,
I think
online
Xbox
support now?
360 just went offline.
or is it phased out now?
I think it just recently went offline.
Hmm.
Because I remember everybody on the Halo community being all upset that they can't play their original
see.
Halo 3 anymore.
Here.
Well, you got the
Research
backwards
time.
compatibility. You can load it and play it on the Xboxes and stuff.
Yeah, now you can. Yeah.
And that's supposed to carry over the Series X, so I'm really hopeful about that one too. So they open up that huge library and everything.
Yeah.
Also, while we're doing some research, Peak says, "Don't believe you can randomly bump into somebody."
Oh, and
No,
No Man's Sky, no, you
Yeah.
can't. Which
You
is
can-
kind of crazy.
you can
run it
co-play,
Yeah, you can
but-
co-play.
yeah,
You
but
won't
And
actually
you
see
can
anybody.
run it. Yeah, you will never see an actual person until you get invited to one of their games.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So it's not. See, that's why. So there's a game called Star Citizen. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. I bought a really simple pack for it, like the $50 like starter pack with the Mustang Beta. But it's just like think No Man's Sky, but the most realistic version of that you can possibly imagine. As in, like, you point your ship somewhere out in the Nether, and you hit the warp drive or whatever it is that they call it, quantum travel, I think, QT, and
That's a cool piece.
it'll just go. And like that's where I was talking about, like, server meshing. Just like you have all these different instances where they can have hundreds of thousands of people if they wanted to, all in the same universe, and like you can see them and interact and everything like that. But that game has been in development for so long, and it still has no signs of ever being out of development. But
It's like Pantheon that I contributed to. That the original EverQuest, one of the original EverQuest developers and writers, started off for a new MMO. It's been in development for a few years, and hopefully next year we'll get a beta for it. I don't know, but yeah. If it's good, and I get to be like some of the gameplay I got to play in it, because I did the early the Kickstarter funding thing. It is pretty well done, and if it is that well thought out and the graphics and everything are good, I'll be immersed in that game for a long time. Because I think for me, like, I got burnt out on World of Warcraft, not just because BFA was really, really bad, but because it's been around for 2 decades. Everyone has a bazillion gold saved up, has all this other stuff. There's nothing really to make the game feel innovative or new or refreshed. I think what would really be just devastating across the board, and I think Blizzard's afraid to do it, is do like Bungie did when they went from D1 to D2. Bam, Cataclysm, man. Here's a reset. You're screwed. Got to start all over. Or fast forward into the future a couple hundred years, and you're picking up your father or your mother's legacy or someone's legacy. And
see, I like that though, because let's be honest, we're not bringing up the D word, but games like that it's just perpetual. After a while, it just gets stale, in my opinion. I like being able to like start fresh and be like, I got nothing, I got to work to get this. Not, just, I think I'll go and get that. Sounds like it'll be fun.
So really quick, fellas. German says the 360 stuff is still online. He hasn't heard anything about it. But PlayStation, he is right, does kill off more multiplayer servers. And then Country Henry says he's heard that too. And Simple said, I just got an Xbox today. And 360s are still online right now.
There you go. So I honestly think that the current generation, so the Xbox One to PlayStation 4,
you're going to see the 360 out for quite a bit.
Yeah, so if the 360 is still out there kicking, I'm about pretty sure that you don't have to worry about Xbox One or PlayStation 4 going away for another 5-10 years.
Yeah, I would say the support will be there for a while. I think the only thing that might impact that is hardware manufacturing. As parts go out and don't become available, you'll have to do repairs on refurbished parts or third-party parts. Because let's face facts, if Xbox has been discontinued, 360 has been discontinued by Microsoft, and like we're going to support it, we'll let the games be out there, but the hardware, once that's done, I'm there's no reason for them to keep up with old technology development and manufacturing that's less effective, less efficient. At some point, people are going to have to realize my 360's dead. I need to go on. I have a 360.
No, it's not.
But I can play that game on my Xbox One.
Yeah, I have.
And whenever the Series X comes out, you'll be able to play it there.
Or in the actually,
able to play everything.
I think Microsoft. Somebody correct me on this one, but I do believe Microsoft said one of their goals for xCloud was to have the full 360 library available.
That would be
xCloud.
Amazing. Because guess what? Fable 2 really nice. All day, every day, and that's the thing.
Time Shift is on there too.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know so much that it'll be, just like hey, we're shutting down these servers for good. But what I've seen, because I know I keep bringing up Fable 2, playing it with my 10-year-old, absolutely love that game. I've noticed that there have been some aspects of the game that are now unavailable. You can still play, co-op and everything like that, but they have made certain things unavailable, and it's just some generic answer. But I see that being more of the case rather than just full on, cutting it and everything shutting down. I think that would probably upset a lot of people. Rather than just cutting it off, just kind of throttling what you're able to do on that platform.
Yeah.
Halo 3 servers are still online.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, man.
Here's what I'm excited for, to an extent, the future of gaming, because we have new technology coming out, we have new developments, they're pushing the edge and everything, but there's going to be the skepticism out there and the privacy issues with people and everything else. But I'm with Jay. I kind of give me a nerve gear, man. Let me do some deep dive into a game. I'll plug in. I'll dive into a game. And my body's falling apart as is. I can't aim crap in a game.
For you.
If I deep dive, will I be able to hit what I'm aiming at?
Probably. It'd be right in front of you.
I would hope so.
So I mean, if you
look at if you ever have the time, Geek, I don't recommend watching it with your kids personally. Look at Black Mirror.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The game. I can't remember.
I think
what
it's
the name
what
of
is
the
it?
gaming
2?
episode
A game
was.
show or whatever.
Was it
No,
it was one of the first few ones, right?
Season 1, game something.
Yeah,
I gotta find
my
it,
wife
but
watches it, so
yeah,
I'm
that's
good.
Yeah, I know.
If you haven't seen that episode, it's worth it because it has they displayed what they call like a neural implant that goes into the brainstem that kind of makes what you see the game. So it kind of takes over your eyes and your ears and everything you feel.
Well,
that would be crazy.
I don't know if that it's ever going to get to that point. Well, not in our lifetime, anyways. It might. You never know. We actually, 2077 rolls around and we're actually having cybernetics. That would be cool. But I would be sufficiently happy.
Altered carbon.
Keanu Reeves still hasn't aged.
Right?
He's a time traveler. Let's be real here.
But
yeah,
if you get like a dive, kind of like you get from Ready Player One, the movie.
Yeah.
So you have the optical, because if anyone's played the VR, it plays mind tricks with you.
I was about to say, this is a good segue into Half-Life Alex too.
Right, but if they develop the bodysuits, so you can feel like
X1 boot suits.
Yeah, the boots.
X1 haptic boot suits.
Yeah, kind of feel that stuff in the response, the adaptive responses from getting shot, punched, dropped, fallen, any of that other stuff.
Well, I really don't want to feel like
kicked in the nuts,
shot.
But I think that would be kind of cool.
I could dig it. Honestly, I would do it.
How much would a rig like that cost, though? Let's just keep on going down that rabbit hole for a second. Think about it. Have you seen those big gaming stations? That like comes down.
My left arm and my right
screens. Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. But I've got kids already, so I'm covered.
So yes. So it's like, is that really something that gaming developers would pursue, knowing that it's going to be a very, very, very small portion of the market that's going to be able to get that
only at first would it be that expensive.
Yeah, but by the time that stuff becomes more readily available to everybody else, where is the bleeding edge going to be? See what I did there, Otto? Bleeding edge. See what I did?
I like that a lot. That's a good one.
It's got to start somewhere. And if gaming as a whole wants to survive, it's got to keep pushing the envelope. Because tell me this. Yeah, we've got faster consoles now. This is a great thing. They got rid of the latency. They've improved latency issues between the controllers and the consoles and the TVs and the resolutions and the frame rates and the hertz ratings and the 1080 to 4K to 8K, all this other stuff. Or even on a PC, all the stuff that you have. But fundamentally, how have they advanced gaming? We went from mouse and keyboard and controller to what?
I would say VR was our next biggest step.
Yeah.
It's getting
but then
there,
how can you push VR?
Right.
And what's the adoption rate too of VR? Is it 20% less?
I honestly think right now it's probably less.
I think the problem with VR though is the fact that like we can play games like Odyssey, like Destiny, like Call of Duty. We can play them all on our computers and on our consoles, but we can't play a VR Call of Duty multiplayer. Like they haven't gotten to that point where you can really immerse into these AAA rated games. Yes, there's games like Half-Life Alex that just came out where they are really big. There's a lot of stuff to do, but
Beautiful
not
segue.
the craziest of largest games. Like
right,
not,
still
it's
like 10
not Odyssey
hours. Yeah.
sized.
Yeah.
No, it's
the problem with like Half-Life though is there is no forgiveness if you do not have an endgame ratings endgame game system. It's not a 1070 1080 card is going to get you through. Some of the streams
Definitely
and stuff
not.
I were watching, they were starting. They're like, I got a 1080 Ti or a 2060. I'm solid. These guys that had 2080 Ti sticks, 32 gigs of RAM, the i9.
Like Frankenrigs is what you're saying?
Yeah, like mine, I would be able to do it. But, older rigs, if you have an i5 or an i7, just forget it, kind of thing. But I think they're going to push those technology boundaries and force code develop to be more efficient. But we have to do something because eventually it's going to be, okay, I'm just going to sit down in front of a controller all the time. I mean, now I would be totally cool with Skyrim in VR, 100%.
Oh, 100%.
If I could just lay in bed and kick around and freak my wife out. She'd be like, what are you doing? Dragon shout. She's like, stop.
If you think about it, we're getting there.
Yeah.
There's already
He's
the
like, I
technology
eat all
in
the
place.
cheese.
There's already the technology in place to remove controllers as much as like we can start using our own hands in games where they're making those like second skins where basically I can in full control with this hand. I can touch, I can push buttons, I can draw. Like
let me bring this even to a different level. So they're using VR in business purposes for like construction and everything else to get renderings and everything.
People are also using it in therapy, like
But think Wounded Warrior programs, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Guys that have lost a limb, like people like me that's had neck surgery where I've lost feeling in my hand. If we get to the point where you have neural stimulus, where you could go into the game and you could have, even for a brief moment in virtual reality, that feeling of having something back that you may have lost, or something that improves, gives you the ability to enhance, to be able to get something that you might not be able to play. Like I struggle at times with nerve spike pains in my hand. It causes some issues with tremors in the left thumb, all that stuff. If I could play a game and not have to worry about my hand, that would be, I'd be extremely happy.
Because I love what Simple said to you, Geek.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how he'll get his kids to stop throwing stuff at him. That's
his face.
Yeah.
I think CDC would get called on me if I did that. And waterboarding is not allowed either.
It's not? Oh, dang, I've been doing it wrong this whole time.
Yeah. And I can't, Jay won't let me send my kids to his place. He's like, no.
Please don't. I'm good.
We'll just send them.
Send them over to mine.
There you go. Send them to her.
Play date. We'll send them over. I want to get him. Vader and I still have to hook up to do a play date with his kids.
Dude, you're like 4 hours away from me. Just road trip. Just drop them off. I'll kick them down to the pond.
Where are you at?
Catch snakes, Arkansas, man.
That's 4 hours? I'm in Dallas, dude.
Yeah. Dallas is 4 hours. We used to go there all the time.
Why am I going there? I got a big old huge barbecue pit and everything.
You know what? I am going to come see you this summer. Don't you even worry about it.
Ikasa Sukasa.
Heck yeah, man. I love Dallas. Anyway.
Yep.
Crap, I'll make the flight out there for some good barbecue.
Let's go.
And we can Vader come over and everything. If they cancel Guardian Con, then
party.
Okay, we're not talking about the deep, but
okay, so that reminded me though, complete segue. We will come back to the barbecue though, because I actually have a pork shoulder going on tonight.
We're a gaming podcast, guys.
Totally.
Gaming and food podcast.
I got news today because they started emailing me. DreamHack Dallas, which was supposed to happen this month, got pushed back. They rescheduled it for August, and I'll be attending. I don't get to stream at it because of all the changes and stuff, but I'm really happy because they got me into. These guys were really great. They got me into the boot camp that I wanted to get into. I originally couldn't get in for learning how to do some video editing, content creation, and how to generate audience like we're trying to do here with this podcast, because we're still new at this, guys. Everyone that's watching this for the first time and everyone that's been supporting us, I really give you shout outs. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. It's just, we're still learning this process. This is our 6th episode.
Yep.
And it's been really rough. We had some stuff happen yesterday and this morning that I'm still trying to cope with on, but it has been an interesting roller coaster, a lot of learning, and there's so much more involved in doing content creation other than just turning on a camera and talking to people or playing a game. You've got your brand you have to establish. You have to figure out what direction you want to do, what material you want to cover, what content you want to cover, how to get a group of people together, not talk over each other, talk about different things, how to develop graphics, how to edit stuff. There's so much more to it. So when you hear people
how to build a community or like engage a community, like how to grow on social media without being super pretentious. Like
it's so crazy.
Or over the top.
Go check out my page.
Yeah. So it's like,
come follow me
smash
on
that
Mixer.
like button.
Like on my
But
Twitter,
guys, honestly,
I've been,
like and subscribe.
Yeah. So like,
no, please do.
yes, please do.
Sorry.
Click on the
Listen,
link below.
we have to have a rule. We can never say go smash that like button.
Yeah.
That can
So like I struggle, like I was telling you guys earlier. I've always separated my social media. Facebook has been my family, Instagram has been fitness, and Twitter has been cybersecurity. Now I'll bore everyone out there by talking cybersecurity, but it's something I think that's going to become more and more present in gaming conversations. Again, I'll refer back to the AMD leak for the GPU, the Arden project, which is the processor, the GPU that's inside the Xbox Series X, and all the stuff. I love that all these YouTubers came out and just clickbaited the crap out of everything, when reality of the situation is they don't understand it. What's up, baby? This is my daughter, everybody.
Hello, daughter.
Hi?
That's the one that was beating up the bear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you showing me
That's
what
the
you want for your
culprit. We
birthday?
caught her.
Is that what you want for your birthday? Okay. You want all of? Oh, she wants it all. Her birthday's next month.
That's
Smart.
like
Smart girl.
Yeah, but
being famous.
the door, Gabby.
Hey, Henry, whenever we are if
She's back.
No, not if. Positive thoughts. We will.
She
be
likes to
famous.
look at herself dancing on camera.
Oh man, that's great.
Look at that face. Look at that face.
I mean, you can't say Hurt doesn't do that too.
Hey,
I
What,
do
bouncing around on camera?
I got called
Hit
spastic
the
in a
wall
group
out of
chat
nowhere.
earlier.
Yeah.
Didn't I, Bunny?
I mean,
Sure,
you've
got
got
called
some.
spastic.
You're the hype man. You know, you're the yeetinator. You got that. You bring some energy to the group.
Although I am disappointed. Has anyone here heard him say "yeah yeet" tonight?
Twice.
Once.
Y'all yeet 3 times.
3 times.
Oh, that's
actually.
man! I must have learned how to
Wow.
tune it out.
Oh, listen. You're not my real dad.
So wait, he's your big dad? Hold on. That needs
So-
to be clarified.
See,
Oh,
what had
so-
happened was
So, yeah. So going back to Twitter earlier, I've always struggled. My biggest struggle lately has been how do I bridge the gaming and the cybersecurity? Because most of the people I follow and interact with on Twitter are cybersecurity guys. And I had one guy that followed me today because I won the what was that auto? The SANS, which is a security organization, work from home battle station kind of thing. Because of
Simple
how my
says
rig is all
that's
set
a
up.
much different podcast.
Yes, it is. But then I got a follow,
Yeah.
and the guy he DM'd me, and he's like, "Dude, congrats on winning." He's into it. He's like, "I'm gonna tell you straight up, honest. I didn't follow you for the security post that you make, man. You guys are doing some good game stuff." So I took that as something that was really, really kind of cool. And he also gave me kudos for not being afraid to tell everyone out there. And then I found out there's so many more of those cybersecurity guys out there. They all game. They're gamers. We're all gamers. So it's making it easier, but I do want to see without trying to bore people. So if you're going to respond and you're listening to this, give us some feedback how you want us to see and present cybersecurity as it impacts the gaming world, because it does happen. Credentials get stolen, credit cards get stolen.
whose information got stolen not too long ago? Wasn't it someone in our group? They had something go on with their credit card information. Who was that?
I do not.
But to geek to your point, right, and
been a
for the
couple
community
weeks.
listening, right, like this could be feedback on, do you want us to bring like relevant topics and kind of talk in more of like a this is what's happening kind of tone, or is it more of like advice and stuff that you commonly do and how that pertains to security? Because we're all online, we're all like, tired or having busy days, and then those vulnerabilities come at us.
One of the things I'm going to share in the link
Don't sleep. Energy.
when we post this, there's going to be a link.
I gotta play Fantasy Star after this, dude.
Yes. We're going to fantasy. Don't worry. Calm down.
That's why I'm drinking energy drink.
I'm glad you guys have come here today. We're here to talk about Unforsaken Jay's addiction to his Fantasy Star Online 2.
Well, he has to get to 75 before Persona 5 comes out. That's just
I've got to get enough time in before Persona 5 roll comes out. Right?
Like Sans, the people that I won the award from, if you guys want to know what it is, go to Sans, SANS.org, okay? Fantastic
Country
training
Henry
organization
says
focused
he
on...
would like us to talk about mobile gaming.
Okay, we'll get right there. Cybersecurity stuff. I'm not ignoring that country. I'm going to come back and make a comment on that real quick, okay? But Sans put out a post for people working from home during this human malware incident. And they did a really cool download segment, and I'm going to put it in the description so anyone watching this can go download it. How to keep your kids safe online right now. Some very good tips, very simple tips, because right now as parents are home or parents are trying to work and their kids are home and they've got daycare, don't have daycare, and they're trying to figure out how to do this, and the kids are on computers doing online school and learning and everything. There's a huge uptick in with like Verizon saying there's a 75% increase in gaming. How much of that is from your kids, your little kids, not teenagers, but your little kids playing games like mobile gaming on the tablet or on the phone, taking it away from your mom or your dad. I don't have any games that they get to play on my phone. It's locked. My wife's phone, on the other hand, I don't know where her phone's at. But things like that. So they did a really cool article that walks you through all that. Is that stuff that you guys would be interested in? Or do you mind when I geek out? I mean, because I could go into the details on Verilogs, like for the AMD stuff and the Verilogs and this machine learning and modules and circuit layouts and all that. But it just, I don't know what audience we have on that. I do know, like, if there's one, they're studying that that group might like that really technical deep dive. But I'm pretty sure other people will be just like going, what?
That's all I do when I talk.
Yeah. What would the best way for people to get feedback if they wanted to be?
Put it in the comments for the videos, because I go read those every day, or hit me up on Twitter, GMD Geek. It's right here in the thing. Or press what to join. Send some Twitter comments to us.
We love our Twitter comments. Or
roll in the GMD Geek Gamer Discord. The link is in there. Just ask away, man. I want to know, because I love gaming and I love cybersecurity, but I get people get a little bit like glazed on it because it can be a very deep dive topic. But I'm definitely going to share I retweeted it earlier today, how to keep your kids safe. So if you're curious to see it before it gets out there, go check out my Twitter. There's a few tweets on there, but if you scroll through it, you're going to find one with the picture on it that shows how to keep your kids safe. I'll post it here. Give me a minute. But Country Henry, to come back to your mobile gaming thing, we're not ignoring that. We're trying to figure out ways to talk about it more. We were going to have a guest tonight, but he did like I do. My wife and I would never remember each other's anniversary.
Whoa! Don't throw him under the bus too hard.
Right? Yeah. Hold on.
Well,
I'm steering the bus.
I'm sorry, Scott. I'm sorry. But it's him and his wife's anniversary, so they're doing that stuff and going out. But we were going to have I don't know. He's more famously known for his fitness, and Scott helped me through a lot of stuff with my fitness and overcoming some health issues and everything. And that's how I got to know Scott pretty good.
He looks like a Greek god. Let's be real.
We've been really good friends since then, and everything. So he maintains Scott Herman Fitness, his YouTube channel. If you go Google that one or YouTube it, you'll find it really easy. He's like 2 or 3 million followers, but he also loves gaming, and so he has a channel called the Hermanity, and he was going to be a guest tonight. He's going to be on with us next week to really talk about gaming. And one of the things I love about Scott is what you see is what you get. And he brings the passion that you get from a physical fitness trainer to he's
mobile
gaming. I mean, and he's totally wearing, he's huge into the Dragon Ball Z thing called Dokkan. He got me that game. I've been playing it, 7 Deadly Sins. He started doing some Call of Duty Warzone stuff on the computer. But man, he gets into it and he'll just be like, "Oh yeah, you're just good." He'll get really loud. Sorry if that blew out the mic, but he gets really excited. And my interesting take on that one is how he combines his love and passion with fitness, and then carries that over into something is like gaming, where it's traditionally you think you wouldn't pair fitness with gaming. You think fitness, you get Greek gods and goddesses and stuff and just posing and all this other stuff. And then you think gamers and you get South Park or us, you know.
But I like we're going with that, Geek, and that like it's like this bridging of worlds is part of like growing as a content creator. You don't have to just do one thing, or if anything, we're also learning that doing one thing is a way to pigeonhole yourself into.
Congrats, Peaks. That's awesome.
Yeah,
53 new Pokemon.
So he will hopefully be joining us next week, Country, as well as I do want to, and then we've talked about it. I have a younger brother. He's an assistant manager at Madness Comics. No paid sponsorship. I'm feeling really I have empathy for a lot of these shops that have to close right now due to everything going on. So he's at home quite a bit, and he doesn't really get to join things because he works so many nights. So we're thinking about having him join, but he's the one that has. If there's a gaming console out there that he doesn't have, I will be very, very surprised. And I'm not.
I thought you were gonna give us something. Dang, you got me excited.
And everything. So, I had another question. This is a hypothetical because I have a 3D printer. For those that would be interested, once we get to a certain point, how many of you would be interested if we actually did 3D printings of our logo, and you guys helped us pick our logo? We're getting graphic design back from a graphic designer this week with 5 different logos.
He meant check, bro. To
pick from. And I'd be interested, and this is something, I'm sorry, guys, I was going to ask you about it, but I figured, okay, we might as well, since I'm not forgetting. Would people like to be interested in helping us pick the logo of the ones we're getting back? What do you guys think?
I dig that. I dig that a lot. Kind of like where I just kind of was like, hey, I just want people to start sending us messages about what they want us to talk about during the podcast and give them a shout out. So again, hey, if you're watching this and you want us to talk about something in specific, hit up the Press What to Join social media. Yep. And let us know what you want us to talk about. We will throw it into the program and shout you out during it. So, yeah.
Yeah. And then, I mean, if there's the other thing I wanted to ask, do you guys want to see game clips? We did it once. I fixed the sound issue so it won't blow everyone's ears out. Merch, I don't know if we're ready for merch yet. I mean, we could do it technically. Stream Elements has a really easy merch lab, but we gotta crawl, walk, run.
Yeah, we gotta get
super
there.
Cool.
Yeah, so we're gonna crawl and then walk.
Merch, smash that
and then
like
run,
button.
And then when we're celebrating and get inebriated, then we'll crawl again.
Yeah. I heard
or we just take Iron Man's.
So that's like
gotta run
4 out of the 5 of us currently that can actually legally do that.
Yeah. So we're going through all those processes before we actually start really doing kind of merch and everything. I'm going to go back to one of the things that getting all this stuff off the ground that is highly recommended is before you start doing merch, we have to go through an LLC process. So that's just to protect each and every one of our households. But we will hopefully, the goal is we are approaching this as a marathon. It's going to take us probably a year to get to a point where we're really at that stable point, but we're really committed to it. We understand that we have to establish the branding. We have to establish. I'm laughing. Yeah,
I will gladly be the first shirt. I don't even care,
dude. Okay, so here's what I want. This is what I envisioned for the shirt.
That's great, man.
We're on Mixer, okay, and we're not on Twitch or anything. But could we put like some sort of social media thing, and then we just put? It's been done with from other people. We just put the Yeet across the top of it. The problem is with that, when I mention that to other people, like, you do know what Yeet means, right?
Yeet.
Yeah, and I have to explain it. It's like, you guys are killing me.
GIF I saw today.
But yeah, so it's a process. So
the thing is, not trying to like put all of our lovely viewers, because you guys are awesome on the spot, but we could honestly use your help with that too. Like, we're all pretty heavy, on the social media aspect of it, but I mean, every like, every share, it's just one more number being thrown at an algorithm. And, once you kind of get a flow in that algorithm, then you start popping up, then you start popping off. Then we all just really get to enjoy making this beautiful content, dragging you guys in.
And we go number 1 search on Google when you look up Press What to Join.
Yeah.
I want it to be someone types in press and it's like what to join, and like, oh, what's this? Bam, hit that enter button, and hey, there we are. But
press what?
Press what? Nah.
Then we just got to get a shirt with all of our faces cartoonized on it.
You don't have to cartoonize this. It already is.
So that means I'm gonna have to keep the mustache then.
So what that means is
that's not going anywhere. That's a staple.
Angle that I will take the thumbnail, which is typically a screenshot of us, and I'll cartoonize it for this post.
Yes.
So
please.
So if everyone right now will look at their cameras. So the hardest part when I do thumbnails is trying to find when everyone's looking in the camera, and there's always one person that's got to.
All right, I'm gonna look.
Oh man.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
So we have to pose?
Yeah. What's the timestamp in this one? Okay. Someone mark timestamp. Okay, here we go. Just look at it for like 5 seconds. Just stare at your camera. Behind the scenes
stuff, guys. Behind the scenes stuff. Can I try this?
Terrifying.
Okay, now let's do this one. Everyone say on the count of 3, yeah, yeet. There we go. That should give us 1, 2, 3. Yeah, yeet.
Yeah, yeet.
All right, we're good. All right, so we'll figure something out with the thumbnail for that.
Sorry.
Exactly, Pinks. I agree.
Hey, I gotta get crazy. I think we gotta be weird sometimes.
Can I get out there,
German had a good.
Yeah.
German had a good comment there.
Yeah, keeping kids safe online is also having common sense with what your kids do online. Most parents, German. Okay, I'm gonna go full cybersecurity on you guys here.
Throw that hat on, dog.
There's no more true set to that than what you know. I mean, my kids complain that they don't have an Xbox Live account. Everything has to go through dad's. My wife was a little upset that they couldn't get out because they couldn't link to it on the Nintendo Switch. I have seen and worked on more stuff. My first week in cybersecurity in 2006, when I started doing cybersecurity analysis, and this is not me being disgusting or anything, ended up my very first cyber case was researching a guy at work late at night who ended up, he was watching child bestiality, okay? And that's all I'm going to say on it. It was the most disgusting thing I'd ever seen, and how he was trolling kids was horrible. I will never have my kids do that. Roblox is not allowed in my house. My son played Roblox, and with his first hour of playing Roblox, somehow people figured out he was a kid and started doing that. And I was just like, this is not cool. I looked up security profiles for Roblox, and they may have changed it since then. I was done. I wasn't doing it. I reported the guy, and I removed and blocked Roblox from all my kids' devices and all the computers. I'm just not doing it. My kids' safety comes first. And the other thing is, I refuse to let technology raise my kids. Mm-hmm. Period. I mean, it happens so much today that I can't do it. That's a very energetic topic for me, man.
Yeah.
I can't stress it enough. Common sense. Don't let your kids run free with it. Don't let them have an account that's linked to a credit card. And when at all possible, they don't need a live account. You can set the Xbox up to use your home. The PS4, I don't know about for sure. Jay, does it have something like that?
Kind of. You can it's like a child safety thing. You can put a code on.
Yeah. So I don't use
unless you enter it, they can't actually do anything.
Yeah.
Too much. Like you can restrict certain access to certain things.
And then there's devices out there,
so
smart security devices that let you monitor your kids' activities. You pay for a service on it, anything that tells you where they've been, what their activity is. So if they do go somewhere suspicious, you can know about it. And it's not privacy. I don't think you've got to be, the toughest part too is your kids go a little bit older, is I think you still have to show some level of trust with them, and you don't want to invade their privacy, because I think if you start cramping down on every single thing they do, luckily my kids aren't teenagers yet, but if you start doing that, they're going to rebel. So you have to find that balance. But I think if I can put some certain rules in as they're growing up, like the cell phones, when they're older and they have their own cell phones, those go in on the desk. They don't go into the bedroom with them or anything like that at 10 o'clock, whatever that might be. I block certain extensions and website types. I use like NoScript or Taco NoScript or whatever, so they might have broken links on their website. So if they're Googling a game walkthrough or a guide, we all know we've done it. We've gone out, we've gone to a site, and there's a whole bunch of walkthrough on these really cool games that are really that it's harmless, but all the ads and the stuff on the sides are for pornography or something along those lines. So you can block those and still give them the content. It might look broken, but there's certain things you can do. So yeah, I'm totally agreeing on you on that one. Sorry if I went on a tangent. That's just it's really big. It really hits
hey man, go on it. No, like it's pertinent to what everything that we're doing. So
yeah,
I think it's fine to talk about. It's something that needs to be said sometimes too. So
Yeah, I mean, it's also making me think maybe we get some of this content together too, so we can give it out, right? So it's not just in the web, not here. We can maybe put it on a web page or something like that.
Yeah.
For people.
So yeah, I think if we share that information not on our Twitters, but we could also post it on the Facebook page, and we could share it on the Instagram.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
awesome.
Oh, which oddly enough pops up another question we were talking about earlier. So, how many of you all use TikTok? I've never used it. I think the young whippersnapper here named Angle has an account.
He probably does have a TikTok, don't you?
I have it. I don't.
That old youngin over there.
Yeah.
I do not make them.
I'll say if you do, I don't want to see him. But
what's that guy that's like biting his lip like.
I'm very curious to how many people actually use TikTok, because everything I've been reading as we're trying to promote talks about people using TikTok as the next level of technology and the next new thing to try and get their, I hate saying this, promotions and stuff. The only issues there are most parents. Well, okay, simple. Disney makes this thing called the Disney Cube. It's like $100 or $129, and you pay a couple dollars a month for the service. You plug it in, any of their wireless devices and everything. You get to go schedule it. How much time they get online, what sites they can go to. They automatically block all the adult content kind of sites. You can grant that. Disney actually does a really awesome job.
Apple does it too on it's called on screen time. That's what Samantha and I, we have the kids, any of their iPads, and Jackson has an iPhone, and like we have it to where any app that they try and open, they have to send a request to get it open.
Yeah.
Or like Google, like YouTube, the Safari or whatever is like just all the way disabled, and so. Yeah, maybe a little bit overboard with it, but like you said, like even something as simple as Roblox, the kids were playing Roblox hard and heavy. Never, I found out, I'm like, no, sorry, we're gonna get rid of that, because I'd heard horror stories about it. And so it's all just common sense.
Yeah.
Wait,
German says they use it too.
Yeah. So
the screen time. Yeah, no, it's amazing.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I've seen it used. We don't have Apple in the house, and for me, being the person I want a solution. When I invest money, I do spontaneous buys like games and stuff. I get a little trouble with the wife for it, but when I do security stuff, or anything else, like I like to make sure that whatever I get is multifunctional. So that's a great product for Apple. Does it work on Android or PC?
That's a question for Angle there. Mark.
What is it?
It's a TikTok. Come on, youngin.
What's a TikTok? It's
TikTok.
Vine.
It's
a TikTok. It's basically Vine. In layman's terms, it's Vine, but slightly more annoying.
Yeah, short mobile or short video clips, right?
What's
maybe
the maximum
15
length?
seconds, something like that.
Okay, so it's much longer than the 1 second Vine or 3. Was it 3 second Vine?
I think Vine went up to like
Vine
7 seconds.
Yeah,
Vine was 7 seconds. I think TikTok can range from like 10 to 15.
What's a Bieber?
Oh, that's great, Mark.
Oh wow. I don't know. That's like a wrecking ball.
So guys, could we touch on a couple of like loose ends from the gaming news, things like that, and then we can maybe look for a final question, Lincoln?
Yeah.
Cool.
So if you guys haven't checked out Bleeding Edge on Xbox Game Pass, I did get an hour or two with that. It's another one of those kind of like Game Pass titles that's been coming out. We had Ori Will of the Wisps and now Bleeding Edge. It's from Ninja Theory, the studio that did DMC, Devil May Cry, that remake, and then also Senua, Hellblade, that Sacrifice game. Lost my train of thought. But Bleeding Edge is kind of like 4-person arena-based kind of shooter in a way. It's very similar to Overwatch in its style. It's got a very unique kind of graphic design to it. If you got Game Pass, certainly take a look at it. It's kind of worth playing. Fairly lengthy tutorial to kind of give you the basics, but if you've played anything Overwatch related, you'll have your tanks, your healers, your range type of attacks, and they put some sort of like game mode spin on it. So while there are some classic Slayer elements to it, you're going to still get that game mode item to it. Yeah, German, I thought it was okay too, right? It's something worth playing around. I don't know if it's something that's going to overtake an Overwatch or be disruptive like an Apex that comes out. But if you've got Game Pass and you're looking for some silly fun,
it looks like
Apex. Is that still a thing? because I know it was hot and heavy for a second, but
Apex is still
I think
going.
it's
There's tons of streamers still doing it, and Fortnite.
Yeah,
too.
they're still playing a lot of it too.
okay.
Fortnite just released
saw it
its
kinda died out.
new version.
Yeah, it's been picking up a lot of
too.
stuff.
And one of the reasons I mentioned Apex too, in regards to Bleeding Edge, is it borrows the ping system in particular, right? Attack this enemy or pick up this particular item. That helps with like communicating with random people. So like you're like in the middle of the match, and the matches are pretty lengthy. It's going to be like 15 minutes to play a match. But you can switch out your characters pretty quickly. So it's not like you're necessarily like locked into one thing like Apex match.
The graphics, looking at the graphics for it, because I don't know anything about it. I'm not a shooter person. I'm kind of burnt on those. But it kind of looks like Apex crossed with Borderlands kind of art style.
Yeah, that cell shading. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so like I like Ninja Theory a lot. I think that they've got some big stuff coming up for their sequel to Senua. In particular, this is a bit of a kind of like a detour, almost like Respawn and Apex, right? Which Respawn's got the kind of other bigger games that like lead this out. This is a smaller kind of indie thing that they could put out. It's got some flavor and love to it for sure, and if it's your type of game, give it a shot, but don't necessarily put it in the same category as an Apex or an Overwatch for what you're going to get out of it.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I mean, for me, the biggest thing is, you've got a few people that did groundbreaking stuff for like your battle royale kind of feels, and then all of a sudden everyone started coming out with a battle royale kind of platform. Some thought out real well, some not thought out so well. So you've seen a lot come and go. It'd be interesting to see how this one goes.
Yeah.
Yep. Ooh, German, you liking that COD Warzone Battle Royale?
Hotness? So Warzone, isn't that almost more or less like, or never mind, I was about to ask a dumb question. Isn't there a new Call of Duty mode where they basically...
That's Warzone.
Builds?
It's Apex for Call of Duty.
Didn't Angle have another mode for that you told us about?
There's two. There's Warzone and then there's Thunder.
Sorry,
Peaks. Sushi.
Sorry, Angle, really Peaks' final question is what should he have for dinner?
Sushi.
Beer and bar nuts.
Sushi.
Beer and bar nuts.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. Scrape some ice
Spam
off
and Reese's
the fridge.
Peanut butter cups.
Spam and Reese's. Are you going to eat that? Can I have that?
Sorry, I had to bring up
spam.
Oh yeah, they still have spam.
We have 2 cases in the before all this
human malware and rice.
We have spam. It's a Filipino thing, man.
Is it?
It's everywhere.
Honestly,
spam, rice, and fried eggs.
I had a Filipino best friend for the longest time, and he loved spam.
Soup?
I don't know what it is.
Try it, I guess.
It kind of tastes. I can't say it because you wouldn't know what it is.
It's like bologna.
Spam tastes like spam.
It's like warm bologna.
No.
Well, no.
Not.
Yes.
No one here's from Jersey, so I can't tell you what it tastes like, but there is something that it tastes exactly like.
Hurt, where are you from again?
Shut up.
Hurt.
Yeah, you forgot that quickly.
Yeah. Hurt. It tastes like pork roll. That's what spam tastes like. It tastes like pork roll.
Huh.
I need to send you a package of pork roll.
Can we get that? Can you get that in Southern Connecticut? I've got family down there that way.
Right, hold on. All right, so from chat.
Oh, I forgot. You're all the way up in Maine. You're
a beer and a pillow for dinner. For Peaks. And Country Henry says the vibe is so awesome tonight.
Yay!
Thank you, Country.
Thank you.
Oh.
Look, you could just eat shrimp, and grits, collard greens.
All right, Bubba Gump.
Hey, like you can eat them now.
Sounds great, though.
Shrimp,
yeah, I mean, it's really great,
collard green. Have maybe a little bit of pick a pig feet. No, yeah, sure.
No, that don't go well, shrimp, man.
German's got pork roll. Pennsylvania.
Pork roll?
Well, German's got to be close to me then, because it's not past Pennsylvania.
Yeah, PA. I'm not gonna give out where he lives or anything.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Oh man, he was like.
As far as I know, I don't think you can get it in too many places. But I need to send you guys some. It's beautiful.
See, he says not gonna lie. Shrimp sounds really good.
Shrimp gumbo, shrimp sandwich,
or
actually, shrimp po' boy is like really good.
That's for her. That one's for her right there.
Which one? What did you?
If you're watching the stream, you'd see it. I'm gonna make that his new icon. I love spam and Reese's.
Oh no! Please no! Please no!
I took it off the stream.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Oh man,
I love spam and Reese's.
that's gonna be Hurt's new slogan right there.
Nah, it's Yayi.
The only thing I need to do is
No,
cross out.
it's Yayi.
I just need to put a Yayi across the top of it, and you'll be done. And then instead of having Hurt Locker behind you as your green screen, you can
It's
put
just Yayi.
yeah.
No, it's got to be that
Please,
picture.
I
Hurt.
love spam and Reese's.
Yeah, Hurt. You got next week. You got to do that.
Hold up. Hey, Geek, post that in the chat. I'll do it right now.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh, cheesesteak sounds really good now. Now that
Oh,
he's
yeah.
Billy,
Yeah, you know what?
cheesesteak
I
sounds
still
really,
do that
too, man.
good now.
Oh man,
Oh, I had
You have so many
chili for
options,
dinner.
Peaks. Just pick something.
Spider says, "No, I'm hungry."
Yeah, well, I think we're all hungry.
Shrimp.
Now that- oh.
Yeah, man, that shrimp.
Honestly, some coconut shrimp could be great.
Oh, whoa.
So,
No,
love that.
back
you know,
to the
I know what
3D
I'm gonna
printer.
do. I know exactly what I'm gonna do.
Reese's
So
now the
I'm
thing.
gonna fire. I got the grill. I'm gonna go finish. I got some strips that have been marinated.
man,
I'm gonna
that's
do
great.
some grilled pork belly. Give myself a grilled pork belly.
Oh, that's-
Hey, I'll be in Dallas in 4 hours and 20 minutes. Just
Yeah.
I got a full tank of gas. I think I can get there.
We gotta start posting too in the Discord and that barbecue channel that we have. Just like
Oh yeah. I'll
crazy
post
foods that
more.
we're eating this weekend.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I love sushi, but since
Yeah.
getting back from Japan, I haven't been able to bring myself to eat any. Because it's like when I went to Italy a couple of years ago, and I had a whole bunch of pasta and Italian food over there, and came
It's
home.
not bad.
It's
The,
yeah, it's
the
not the
motherland
same. Yeah.
ruined it for me, and I think Japan ruined sushi for me.
Well, yeah, that was the same
It's-
thing. Like when we stopped in over there years ago.
Yeah.
About
Two-
ramen geek.
Same thing.
No, my wife
so-
makes homemade ramen. I'm good
Simple says
Love
back to the 3D printer.
Yeah.
Spam and Reese's is now the thing.
there. So what I need to do? Oh my gosh, I love you. Oh, I am so. Oh man, I get with my buddy Brian. We can render. Jay's good at this stuff too. We could take a snapshot of Hurt Locker's face, and we can pose it and engrave it on a little printed thing that says, spam and Reese's and stuff, and it'd just be Hurt and a medallion. So whenever
I mean,
someone
if you
gets,
want to get really technical with it, we can machine this out.
yeah, if someone
Boy.
like if we
you
put someone
machine
in
it,
time,
send me one.
if someone gets put in timeout or does something we
man.
don't like, we just give them a
Just
Yair
put it up
icon.
there.
Oh
man.
my gosh! that'd
I
be
think what
so
I need to
awesome.
do is send Hurt a fishnet shirt and the backwards red hat with the gloves just so he can take the picture for us.
I
Okay.
will do it.
Oh
I
my
will do it. I'm not
gosh.
afraid, dog. I will do it.
That
Hey,
is
look.
something I don't think I ever want to see, but I might just need to. Murky's got a good final question
Ooh,
here. I
nice.
like it.
Okay, what is your favorite chill game? Skyrim.
It's a
Good
chill
one.
game?
Yeah,
Chill
Oh.
game.
I'm not kidding.
I'm just chilling over here, beating up Alduin, like chilling.
I mean, I could honestly, I could just if I'm. Oh,
Shut up, Beaks.
why send him the shirt? He's probably
He's probably
got
got
one.
Thanks, man. that's
Okay,
great.
so I am all the way Italian, and by that I mean if I
He's
took
got
this
one.
shirt off, I wouldn't need this shirt. So
Sweater underneath that.
yes.
Yeah.
So-
Jeez.
Yeah,
We
see,
know
I wear
under there,
shirts.
There's a gold bullhorn under there
Oh,
with the white tank top. We know it's there. Right now he's wearing
South
socks
Shore.
and sandals. Right now he's definitely wearing socks and sandals. We just can't see it.
Hey, he's laughing about it,
He's
so
looking
it's
for
true.
the memes.
High white socks and sandals.
Oh my lord!
Oh
All right,
my gosh.
Otto, what's your favorite chill game?
Right now it's probably Zelda Link's Awakening. It's something on the Switch that I can honestly just chill with and kind of take some time off instead of playing with shooters and other stuff like that. If I had to say like a mobile chill game, this game called Prune, I like quite a bit. Really nice art style. You kind of like have this like tree that's growing vertically up the screen, and you prune branches so that it grows
Wait,
straight.
Is
and all
this
these
like
things.
mobile, like on the phone?
Yeah, mobile on the
So-
phone.
All
Yeah.
right,
It's
hold up.
prune. Is that like a
Prune.
you're essentially nurturing a bonsai tree?
In a sense, yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't like look like a bonsai tree, but like in effect, like the mechanics are like you have to have it grow around these like unique shapes or like elemental things happening on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
so that's
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I literally just typed it in. I'm gonna give that a whirl because I love games like that.
Yeah, see,
yeah,
I like
super
this-
relaxing, right?
Comes back to the mobile gaming thing, which we will be talking about more next week, I promise.
Yeah. Jay, what about you? Chill game. Fantasy Star Online 2. I'll answer.
Not really. Like, my chill game is probably either still Persona or Trails. It's a game that I can just zone out with, be left alone, and just story.
Yeah.
You know?
What about the new Final Fantasy one you've been playing?
The mobile phone game.
Yeah.
I don't remember the whole name.
So I wrote this down because the acronym was crazy. War of the Visions Final Fantasy XVS.
Yeah.
Did I get it?
That's
yeah.
So far, it's actually been pretty fun.
Cool.
I've enjoyed it so far. I know I talked Geek into playing it. Actually, if he's still in chat, Country Henry is another one that's been playing it too. I talked him into it.
Is it free to play or is there?
It's developed by Square Enix. You know?
Yeah.
And so they had a pre-registration. It released 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm not gonna
so
lie.
far they haven't thrown anything forcing me to buy anything. It doesn't like pop up with saying, "Oh, buy this pack to do this." It's more, here's info, notices, new beginner stuff, and you're good to go.
Thank you, Simple. I appreciate that. I will make that my default. I'm not even kidding you.
Yeah.
Simple is OP.
Simple is OP. Please nerf. Angle, what about you? What's your favorite chill game?
Honestly, it's between No Man's Sky and AC Odyssey.
You chill on AC Odyssey.
You can press pause.
I will drive my boat around and just listen to sea shanties and just destroy other boats.
So what he's
for
saying
fun.
is he'll drive his dinghy around and get lost in the water.
He's looking for a
To
shark.
find a shark.
That's listen.
Baby Shark 2. I'm gonna make his theme song is gonna be the Baby Shark 2 song.
Oh man.
There's
Okay,
something
simple.
wild
Simple.
about the psychology of
I
our
need
chill
you
games
to
here,
draw Angle as a cartoon character from a Baby Shark cartoon off of YouTube or something.
Good Lord. My favorite chill game, man, I know I keep bringing it up, but I love the game so much is Fable 2.
Yeah.
I love that game so much. Like I just can't get enough of it. And I was playing with 10-year-old Jackson, and he at first he was not into it because he loves like, Fork Knife and Apex and like these games where you can just kind of like
Country Henry.
immediately.
Would you elaborate on that?
Yeah, elaborate on that. And I like Fable because you start as a kid with a little wooden sword and the little pop gun.
I remember that.
And then you can like work all the way up until you get
Online PvP.
you can get some awesome stuff, and it's just like a gorgeous game. Like that's one game that I would drop a full $60 on if they were to ever revisit that IP. But yeah. Oh, good Lord. Yeah.
Oops. So I was checking out Respawnables, and apparently my phone decided to start playing Disney's Sorcerer Apprentice Arena PvP battles. Figure that one out.
It almost sounded like the Rocky music for a second there.
How about the rest of you guys in chat? Is someone keep waiting for somebody to say Minecraft?
That's hope.
Well, no. Minecraft is like there's three. Yeah, there's three. I've got Fable, Minecraft, and Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Like those are my three that I could literally throw on one of those three and just like I will spend hours just cutting grass on Minecraft. I don't even care. Like I love that game so much.
Is that a drawing game? Simple.
Yeah, what is that?
No, I gotta look that one up too.
Gotta love everybody. I think everybody can agree they like a little bit of Minecraft.
Club Penguin.
Oh, that's cool. My kid brother does that stuff. Simple.
Club Penguin, of course.
He
what is Club Penguin? I'm googling
makes that whatever those.
How
things are
have
called.
you never heard of Club Penguin?
Dude, I don't have a life.
That's why I'm confused on how you haven't heard of Club Penguin.
I live under a rock.
How big is that rock?
Well,
are we talking like Patrick style rock?
Duh.
that answers that.
Yeah, no, I've never in my life seen that before. So that's new, dude. Cool.
Oh my gosh.
What, the rock?
Oh man.
See, guys, this is my job. I work the Facebook page and the Instagram. Sometimes never Otto doesn't beat me to it because he's a master on spot.
And then you
Or
think mayonnaise is an instrument on the weekends.
My mama gave me a helmet. Yeah.
All right, Ed boy.
His sidekick is Plank.
Yeah, Peaks, listen, I don't know anything about Pokemon and never heard of Club Penguin. I'm sorry. It's country style. All right, I may have to check this out. Like, what is it on, if you don't mind my asking? Guys, don't make fun of me. What is
Try not to.
Mobile.
Like
Your
Telefono
computer?
mobile?
No, just Google search Club Penguin.
Yeah.
Bet.
It's late. We're all failing here. It's just
I'm
It's
sorry.
kind of like
going down.
Ever
Yeah.
heard of Pop Tropica?
I keep
No.
waiting for Jay to start looking at his watch. He's like, I'm jonesing for some PSO2, man.
He already is.
Dude, he
Yeah,
is.
hey,
He's right now. He's on.
Here's the thing, just
Yeah, I
my
know.
watch, so it goes away, so I don't look at it.
He's got it set up so if he doesn't play after every 2 hours, it's like an episode from Saw, and it shocks the crap out of him, so he has to log so much time.
If that was
man.
the case, I would be like, I'd be like, hold on a second, y'all, I'll be right back.
It's just like, let me turn this on, and there we go. There you go. I'm in. Ah!
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. I'm stuck in my quarter. I'm not looking at what I'm doing. Let me look at my screen.
You should, yeah. You're running into a wall.
Damn it.
There's still a wall there.
Yeah. Oh,
Nope, there's still a wall
It's
there.
like that confusion. I'm going to put it down.
Oh, man.
Oh man, well, I guess that's probably about as good of a place as we can find to wrap this freaking train up. Oh, simple. All right, okay, pin that. We will absolutely talk about Pop Tropica. Never heard of it.
It's going to be led by Hurt.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google it. I will spend all week on Google just trying to figure these things out.
That's going to be Hurt's one topic right there. He's got the whole thing covered.
I got this. Give me
Homework.
give me a 5-minute slot. But yeah, so I had a whole lot of fun tonight, guys. I feel like it's a really good vibe, as Country Henry pointed out. I feel like flowed pretty well. So glad to have a lot of engagement. We're gonna go down through the list. Let everybody tell you guys where they can find them. Angle, let's start you, Doug.
You can find me at either my Twitter, Angle of Death 39, right up there, or my Mixer. It's the same thing. I'm usually streaming Destiny there, or sometimes Odyssey.
Nice.
Swimming with sharks.
My minor addiction.
Swimming with sharks.
You'll catch me swimming with sharks.
Catch me swimming with sharks. How about that? Otto, how about you, Doug?
Yeah, I am Autonomy. You can find me mostly on Twitter and Mixer right now. That's AUT0NOMY.
Right on. Appreciate it. Jay, what about you, Beta Man?
You can find me at Unforsaken J, Mixer, Twitter, Instagram, not on Facebook. That's all Hurt.
Bill.
You can find me at GMD Geek across all the platforms, even TikTok. I'm afraid to say registered for it today. And then
You have Angle help you out with that?
yeah, I just need someone to put a hula skirt on. I was thinking about Hurt with that mesh shirt.
Got you.
Yes.
But I stream on Mondays and
Okay.
Wednesdays, and we do podcasts on Fridays. And actually, when we get done with this, Jay and I will be co-streaming, I believe, for Phantasy Star Online 2 if people want to know about it.
I am really interested in it. I am Hurt Locker 028. See it up there, see it down there, all over the place.
Other side.
Is it other side over there? I'm not looking at it, man. Whatever. You can see, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Press What to Join podcast. Send us a message. Let us know what you want to hear.
Yeah, and hit us up on Discord, people, or Twitter.
Discord.
Any of us. We
Yeah.
want feedback.
Yeah, all the feedback, any feedback is always welcome. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. Had a whole lot of fun. Can't wait to be back next week. We're out of here.
Thanks, everybody. Check y'all later.
Thank you.
Later.